just anarchy.
Oh, and welcome to Tales of Dra'ih, where they've been in a little bit of a prickly environment, but they've got some cool items. Just don't ask them too much about it. They haven't done any research yet. We're gonna go ahead and go around the table, let them introduce themselves, where they can find them, and what happened with their character last session. Let's go ahead and start off with Bangap. Talk to us, tell us where we can find you, and what happened with Leaf last session.
Bandcamp 143 on Blue Sky and then here on Twitch, and I hatched to ask Quinn what he's gonna do with the axe. That shit. Get it? Sorry, a little stretching it a little too far. So we I spent a lot of time moving like bowls and flames around, and eventually we found a pathway that where the flame was green, door number 3 out of 6, and we went for it. So not sure if it leads to certain death or whatever, but we ended up in a room that when you stepped on the tiles triggered spikes that came down from the roof, and if more than one was triggered, it happened faster. So if you were clever, you didn't get injured, but some people did.
Yes,
one had to be the test dummy.
And then
You're clever.
yeah, and then I think we have a plan. I have a plan when we get back in there. Well,
yeah. Good story.
That's what I got.
Sounds good. Speaking of silently muttering to yourself, Rishi, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Quinn last session.
Oh, hello, I am the Maharishi, Twitchers and Twitters and Blue Skies. Cog of the Corp Machine. So, this Quinn was, let's just say Quinn got very impatient. And with all the muttering and planning and what do we do this and what do we do that, it's like, I just Misty Step over there, my version of Misty Step. It's all flat and buoyant and greatly, dithered with lots of glitter. And then I knew I was the only one who could unlock this cave. But everybody else, let's just say, everybody else was making plans, but they weren't asking Quinn anything. They were all making plans amongst themselves. And then they get mad at Quinn when Quinn shouts out, it's like, I can do this. So maybe Quinn was a little bit more angry that no one was including them in anything, and just decided they knew what was best. So needless to say, I took the treasure and I almost died, and here we are.
I mean, almost is the word. As someone who's really experienced at dying, having done so twice in the last week, try harder.
Right? Feels bad. Your attempt is
Yeah. Cute.
All right,
Yes.
Sparrow, tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Tia last session.
Yeah, I'm Sparrow. You can find me here and with some Baltic Star, but mostly here lately. Tia, things are just. There was a lot of arguing going on and trying doors in darkness, and honestly, some pretty nice silence if you went deep enough into those tunnels. But ultimately, we got into this room. It's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous room. There's crushing and spikes, and Tia's not really interested in touching the floor. So she made sure that she and her nephew, and another important person in this room, didn't have to touch the floor. And now we're doing not touching the floor things.
Oh, it's lava.
Yes.
Oh, it's not lava. The floor is pointy spikes from above.
Work smarter, not harder.
That's the feeling.
That's an Oakenleaf family motto.
Work smart, not lava.
It's all about
Gotcha.
the elegance.
Oakenleaf's my lover? What?
Work smarter, not lava.
Keep it in the family? What?
Keep it. Oh, dear God.
Nope.
Nope.
What is this? Early century here?
So that's me. That's what we did.
All right, fair enough. Aniki,
Alright.
tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Slate last time
Me?
you remember.
For me, hi, I'm Aniki Tony. You could find me under the handle Aniki Tony in many places. Probably not too much on Twitter. I'm thinking about it at this point. But yeah, I'm gonna start streaming again. I took a break this weekend because all over the place. But yeah, you can find me here on Mondays playing Slate, the Earth Genasi Barbarian Paladin. Cool Guardian Isa. Guardian, no, Champion Isa. That's the correct title. What happened last session was I allowed my amazing players here to take control of Slate. And Slate did what Slate does. Ponders in the corner and thinks about life while we're in Isa's temple. Or at least wherever we are. Where are we?
In a room.
Forgive me.
We're in
In a-
the
in a
we're
room.
in the tunnels.
In the tunnels, secret tunnels, through the mountains.
Secret death
Secret
tunnel.
tunnels.
Yes.
Secret death tunnel.
Secret tunnels through
And
where the
if-
host don't venture.
if I was physically here, I think I'd be very impressed with how everyone has been navigating the room, including Quinn, so Quinn doesn't feel left out.
Don't need your pity.
It's not pity, it's respect.
Sure.
Sure. Shoves you onto red tile. Whoops. Anyway, I found one.
Throws Quinn onto like 4 red tiles. Hey,
there's
look,
a-
those are all red.
There's a TikTok. There's a TikTok. I can jump off. It's not
But yeah,
immediate.
There's a
this
ticket
session
check.
Slate.
Yep.
Slate
And
will
I
be
just
carrying
wanted
his
to-
weight.
I just wanted to wait till see what happened when the timer went off. Really, I was just
Nothing will happen.
John just wanted to see what happens. Let's just face it.
Yeah, I'm not
was
gonna
kinda
lie, I
bored.
also wanted to see what
Rishi was
happened.
kind of bored and just wanted to see what was
Fair.
gonna happen.
Fair enough.
Like I could take it.
Listen. You
Listen.
learn.
Listen
you
here,
learn by
you.
sometimes getting stabbed. That's all. All right.
What? Ah,
She knows that one.
You don't know
It's
how.
always not a nice place to be.
Yeah, you don't know how dangerous a blade is until you get stabbed with it. Then you know exactly how dangerous it is. That way, when someone comes up with your pocket knife, you're like, man, I got stabbed with a lot worse than that. Please,
Yeah.
thread me harder. Slick click. Speaking of
Please come back
stabbing,
with a real knife.
Speaking of stabbing,
Slick click. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself? What happened? Where we can find you, and what happened with Fernandra, our thief, who got stabbed pretty hard instead of doing
I'm
the stabbing.
Slick Lake, you can find me here Mondays. Last session after we did the fire puzzle, Fernandra might have jumped the gun a little too early on going through the raised platforms and realized that picking the wrong square leads to fun stabbings from the ceiling that aren't so fun feeling.
Hmm.
Oh, Tia would also like to point out that Slick totally ball-faced lied to his fiance. She did point it out at the time, but I just want to point it out again.
It's true.
I don't even remember what I said at this point.
Oh, you said everything was fine. Don't worry.
I
It's a
mean,
normal room. You're safe. I think you said something
I
like
didn't
that.
say it was a normal room. I
You
did
said
not say
something.
those words. I remember that distinctly.
It was
Yeah.
a blatant lie.
And Saito put some like, you know, babe token on there for
Oh yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Just like you got a nice little token there for Brutus. That was what I was looking for.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yes, you have Brutus with the
I mean-
giant rat.
I mean, Sarah's good looking.
It is actually a wolf. But
Other
Oh,
than,
and Gabba-
other than
Gabby
the,
the-
the fingers being missing and the eye issue, I mean, she's still good looking.
The pink haired is Arma, by the way, Gabby.
Yes, currently, just it's my token spot. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
And-
not confirmed. What I assume that a lot of the ISIS followers they're gonna be dripped in Raven skulls merch type thing. Their shoulder pads, their jewelry, any of that type of stuff is gonna look more dark and a little bit more on the frightening side, but it was the quickest token I could grab for the situation.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
No
She
complaints.
is that is technically a character in this world, but I believe you
Oh,
all
right.
haven't. Yeah, you have. I don't believe you guys came across her as of yet. So
Okay.
So you're saying there's a chance.
You're
To
saying
run-
there
yes.
is a chance.
to come across this character, yes, 100%. Once Upon a Leap already came across this character. So, all right, Gabby, tell us about yourself where we can find you, and I will give you a little bit of tidbit of what happened with last week.
Hi, I'm Gabby. You can find me nowhere, and that's not going to change anytime soon. I'm so sorry. But I do want to hear what happened with considering we have some newly developed suicidal tendencies with certain characters. You know.
Well, offered to hand out some pamphlets of her deity because it's very good to get well read on opportunities for what you could be missing out on. The pamphlet, you can write it down as well because the pamphlet works. You have at least 10 in your pocket, but they act as a hero's feast. Whoever reads them, but you are only interested to giving them to people who actually want to read them. So if they give you any feeling of like not interested, you're very. One thing Isa followers is they're devout in their religion, and they believe that their religion is a choice. So because they're so strong on the idea that it is a choice, they don't want people who don't want to be there because they're not loyal. They ain't loyal.
So for example, when I took the pamphlet, the ink disappeared.
Yep.
There's a joke I could make here, but
Make it. By all means, we could use a
it's
joke.
giving the opposite of Jehovah Witness.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
One more time. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they know life. They're not interested.
They're like,
No,
those-
thanks.
You used to have a lot more years to prove that you're reliable. Don't worry about it.
And
Yeah,
those
listen,
who
that's
have
where we are.
walked away from the religion are just called forgotten. So if they have scorned specifically the god, they're forgotten. It's not that Isa does anything to intentionally hurt them. However, she also turns a blind eye not to help them. So it's one of those things that's Gucci. You don't want to be loyal. Well, then you better not be asking for no help, because I'm petty like that. Because
That checks out with the healing, to be honest.
That's just Gucci.
So, what can I say? Everyone is aware that technically with the healing, if you are with Isa will grant, as you know, you have the ability to max out of all your healing spells
Yes.
onto someone who follows and is a follower of Isa. But if you're not a follower of Isa, you take half the healing that is rolled. So you don't even have to roll on someone who's a follower of Isa. You know what your max healing is going to be. But if they are not a follower of Isa, well, you have to roll and then take half of whatever that is. So you're just praying that does high.
How does that work with revival, though? Do I revive half of them? Do they stay dead?
Revival? So you still bring him back as long as it's one, like anything above a 1, right?
A revival? What?
So if you revive someone, you still bring them back.
I've been to one of those. They're kind of scary. I got rustled into it too.
Those who are
The social experience
you don't
is
know
just
this. You don't know this as of
absolutely
yet.
fascinating.
But as a cleric,
Sure.
those who are revived, who are followers of Isa, it acts as a true revivify, and they are not they don't have any effects or damage, so they get full max hit points when they come back from the ground. So it's like almost like
get another eyeball in their middle of their
no,
forehead.
they just come back from the ground for however much health you give them for. So it's almost like you return back time is what it's supposed to effectively feel like. You turn back time and put them back on their feet.
If I could turn
back
Back
time.
time.
But that is so. Has come in and had watched everyone step onto the plates. By everyone, 2 people run on the plates, get slammed, and has made it very clear that while she is here to do her job, which is to banish the awful people, she is not here to risk her life for people who have no plans. Okay, she is willing to watch everyone else make the steps, so then she can then follow behind them and follow true to what she's supposed to do. She is not here to die for this group. She is here to die for her deity's will.
Oh yeah.
All
Checks
agreed.
out.
We take her out at the end.
You can
That's
try.
between you and Irma. And
So
I said,
are we still in turn order? Like we were in...
Only if people are going to start doing things. If you guys all agree that you're not going to do anything crazy, then you should be fine. But if
frog splash the tiles. Yeah, you're right.
all right, I throw a bowling ball down the tiles.
Yep.
What?
I throw Fernandra back down on the tiles.
What the?
How did I
sorry,
get here? Hello, my name is Milady Side. You get us here. We play tabletop games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and here pretty soon every other Friday. We're doing some more cool stuff. If you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. It's a huge, huge surprise that is coming. Huge. It's hard for me to keep my mouth shut. Okay? I'm super excited about it, and I've wanted to drop it really early, but I know that it's not going to be the impact that I want it to be. So please keep watching, and if you're in here pretty soon, you'll know that that surprise will drop, and so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Okay. Party, what are you doing? Are we staying in turn order, or are we gonna allow people outside of turn order because we're not gonna do anything crazy?
Define.
I'm not doing anything crazy.
Well, I've been sort of paying attention to where people have stepped, and I think I see a way forward.
And I will cast detect magic. That does this. Describe this axe again for me, please. I was too busy bleeding to take notes last time.
Congratulations.
Stressful almost died.
You have a small hand axe. It is it's a strikingly bright silver.
Silver hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Are you doing detect magic? You do.
I am.
You do sense magic in it.
Ooh, it's magical. I don't know. Is it you know? I even in my games, it's really weird the aspect of attunement. I just usually say if someone has a magic item that needs to be attuned, I just tell them. But you and I are different, Saito. So do I feel as though this thing requires attunement?
You do. You definitely feel like there's some type of attunement that needs, but you also feel like it is bonding. It's real weird. It's shiny, delightful, and you just want it. Thank you so much for the bits, Slick Click. Bringing that booty.
I'm gonna call it precious. I'm gonna slide it into the pocket of my armor. I'm just gonna put it right there. My leathers. And it's like, You know what? I take that back. It was all worth it. You were saying if you have a map, you learned from my mistakes so much.
So I'm going to float out onto the floor since I still have fly, and I'm going to just sort of touch the tiles in the order that I think one should touch them. And I think I will activate them. We'll see. So, how do you want me to do?
Now we get
move my-
real brave. I see.
Should I living on the edge. Should I just move my token?
Yeah,
Is that
move
the
your token.
simplest way to do that? Okay. So,
Because you're flying.
I'm gonna land, hard enough to activate the tile, and so I would move here first.
That is green.
Okay. Then I would move here
That is green, correct.
and move here.
That is green, correct.
It's doing so well.
I moved here.
It does light up green. You are correct.
Move here.
It does light up green, correct.
And then I finally step over here.
It turns red.
Oh.
Okay. And then I fly back over here.
Do you have enough movement? Do you have
I don't know. Fly is 60, isn't it?
You have
two
the
different
spell.
systems. So
Check your spell.
It's 60.
60 flight speed.
Sounds about right.
It's double, I think, but hold on.
You touch a willing creature, the target gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration.
Okay, just 60. Okay.
In a world.
in a
In a
world?
Fly
world
speed.
where
In a world where
fly
fly speed is
60.
60.
So it's enough to get across the room before the spikes drop.
Yes.
So we heard the clink after that tile turns red.
Correct.
So, well, so I made it all the way across to the chest, but the one adjacent to the chest on the left is a red tile. I haven't stepped on the ones directly. I have not stepped on this one directly in front of the thing or this one.
You say out
Just
loud to
let-
everyone.
I say that to everyone. I don't know. Are there some I'm looking for like a piece of gravel, or is there any kind of thing I could sort of throw, to try to show which one I'm talking? I guess I could count them out loud, but the one directly in front of the chest and the one to the right of it have not been touched.
Well, yes. Actually, I believe I touched this one,
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
and
This one.
and it was.
And
I
I
believe that
touched
was green.
I thought perhaps if I was able to get to the back wall, perhaps something would open, and that was the only pathway to the back wall, other than standing on top of the chest.
Saito did
What's
the
that sound that keeps going off?
It's the spikes coming out of the ceiling, dear.
yeah.
We're trying to solve a puzzle.
There's
You're in an area of safety, though.
You're
there's
you're in
spikes coming out of the ceiling.
How would you tell her this?
yes. It's
Because she can hear it. You can't lie to her. She's an adult.
Fair enough.
yes.
Has
yes.
any-
It's
Has anyone
Do you
gotten
want-
stabbed?
No, you would have heard that.
Wait,
also.
does that mean it could lie to me?
I mean, you're an adult.
I mean,
I
go
mean,
ahead, Tia.
you love an
I
adult
mean,
job.
go ahead. Tell her you don't want to lie to her now, do you?
No, I do like lying to children. Yes, but I don't think I would lie to this one.
Go ahead, tell her how I got pummeled with spikes.
Oh,
Oh,
hold
you
on.
just did.
All right.
You tell it so well.
Hold still.
Mm.
Someone.
Quinn did, but Quinn healed himself.
Yes, Druid, heal thyself. I actually did.
With all your points back?
No, I'm a third. I am from 100 to 33.
I thought you said we went the right way, so we're in one of the death rooms.
And
Probably.
I look at Slade. I said, "Don't worry, I have enough spell slots. I just wasn't."
No, I don't think
doing
we're in one of the
Hold on.
death rooms. It's just there's more than one
I would
security
say
puzzle.
rolling Anarchy. I didn't charge up too much after the floptercopter, so.
Oh, I got you then.
If we were in one of the death rooms, we'd already be dead.
They praise
Okay.
Isa, and I go up to leave, and I cast Cure Wounds.
And you cure with the full amount. Or you roll your dice. Roll your dice for the.
Did it not show up? It did not show up. Hold on. Submit. Level 1. What? Why is that? Why is that equal 6?
Hmm.
I see
Huh?
5 and a 4.
I also see a 5 and a 4.
I don't.
What?
Wow.
A Cure Wounds is what? Hold on. I'm gonna
1d8 plus
Dude,
2. Why did it roll
what-
2d8?
I'm gonna click on this real quick. Yeah, 1d8 plus 2. Never mind.
Equals
Yeah.
charisma equals 4 plus 2. So I don't. What? Okay.
Oh, here you go. 6 points of healing.
Congratulations! Praise
I've done it.
Islayers, 6 points of healing. And and you know what? And you know what? Erm's probably like, yep, that's a devout follower of Isa right there. It only gives the that's the champion. We know we're doing things right when the champion only heals 6 points.
I mean,
I'm grateful for all the help.
Quinn will kind of step up and say, "Well, pardon me for this," and I touch myself, and and I heal 21. I cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Whoa, that was a bigger blow than I could do. Okay.
It was. It was a nice heal. That'll get me a little. I'm less bloody now.
Okay.
I'm still
So
spitting blood.
have the spikes come down while we've been
Yes.
healing and chatting? Okay.
Yes,
Oh.
okay. So it immediately it sets it off when you step
So,
on.
so
When
Can
the
I-
round ends.
I'm gonna go test the 2 that I have not. So I'm gonna go through the same pattern. Here,
That one's.
here, and I know these 2 are red, so I will step on the one directly in front of the chest.
That turns green.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right. So then I will step on the one to the right of the chest.
Oopsie. To the right of the chest?
Yep,
Tap it again for me. Sorry.
this one.
That turns red.
Okay, and then I zip out of there again. So,
Okay. So.
then I guess I would wait for the spikes to come down.
Yep.
And do it, and then I would after touching the one in front of the chest. I mean, like, do I if I stand on top of the chest, like, I guess I could close the lid and float down on top of the chest, or maybe I'll leave the lid open and I'll just actually float down and see if the bottom of the chest is maybe a false bottom. I don't know. I'll investigate the chest since I believe Quinn probably left the lid open after he knocked it.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that stupid.
So I guess I would get over to the chest safely. What happens when I land inside the chest? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Is there a, do I investigate do you want me to roll investigation?
Yeah, roll me some investigation.
Sure, 15.
Feels like a
Anything-
pretty sturdy chest to you.
Like there's not like any kind of latches or anything else down there.
Seems like this chest was meant to not be opened. That's about it. It was.
I see. Well,
Roll me a
but-
wisdom saving throw. Quinn.
Quinn, thanks again. I was about to say, Quinn is slightly caressing the
Yep. Yep.
blade of this and thinking, is this supposed to chop up the... No, it's simple. There's a secret door someplace and nobody's bothering to look. Should I say anything? I don't know. No, let them flounder for a while longer. And, oh dear, something's happening to me.
But literally,
Almost a high.
like
It's a
needs
4.
exploration. This is the secret door search.
Okay.
It's a 14.
14.
Does that save?
Does it stand?
Ah, let me check. Remember what I had last time. I do have a reroll. Why don't I reroll that just for good measure? I have a +8. It's got to be better, statistically speaking. That's good. 24.
24.
24. That doesn't save, then I deserve whatever's happening to me.
It does save.
So
Did it?
after the spikes
Calm
would drop,
down.
I would go ahead and walk over here and like, is there, since it's against a wall, I will just see if there's a door where this particular tile that is green is against the wall. Is there anything I can see there?
Not that you can see.
Well, anybody else have any bright ideas? We could go through this and find out if there are any more green tiles, but I was looking for a pathway across the room, and well, I can get to the chest, but I don't know how to get out of the room.
I have an idea.
Okay.
There are at least 5 green tiles.
There's 6 in total.
Are you thinking of standing on them simultaneously?
Yes, I'm thinking we all stand on them. Where's the other 6th tile, by the way?
There's
I've
this one, this one, this one,
got those.
this one,
It's basically a diagonal path up
this
to
one,
this
and then the one
spot.
in front of Quinn.
Right. That makes 5.
There's 2 in front of the chest.
There's
2 in
of the
front.
chest.
Oh, okay.
Both of those 2.
Well,
The one in front of the chest and the one diagonally to the bottom left of the
oh, well, that doesn't make sense then. We don't have enough bodies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 green tiles.
Oh, I thought you said 7.
6.
If there's enough, then I think sleep will.
I'm down.
I'll make a leap towards this one.
So if people are if the players are willing, I can guide them across the floor and
Yes.
sort of go in front of them, and they can sort of follow me.
Yes, I would be happy to go
Absolutely.
second. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
So I would-
you're muted.
So I would.
You
I
hear,
would
you
s-
see
is
Erm's
going
mouth goes
last.
and nothing comes
I
out.
was going last.
Okay,
All right.
I would step here, and then Anarchy would follow behind me.
All right. Follow the leader.
Follow the
All
leader,
right, I get behind Snake.
and then I step there. Okay, so somebody else has to follow in behind us.
I point at
Mhm.
these
Quinn,
two.
I thought you were following Slate.
Yes,
Okay.
I am sorry, I didn't move my token.
Okay, all right,
Back.
and then I
Sorry.
would-
Didn't mean to move you.
Dude,
Move back.
again, again, I am being manhandled by this half elf.
You
huge-
manhandled me. You landed on top of me, you oaf. Delicate.
I guess that would leave what? That would leave Brutus.
Oaf,
or
you are
Arm?
my size. I am not an oaf. I'm rather demure.
and
You
You don't get to make that
Move.
choice.
Move to
I'm-
your next square.
I'm trying.
I moved Quinn on accident. Whoops.
Nope, that was me.
and,
I
and
did
I'm
move.
just gonna. I'm
No,
just
I
gonna have,
moved me.
Oh, I
I'm just
thought I
gonna have
moved you. Okay.
Brutus
Nope.
step on the next square. I
Who's
mean,
the wild thing? Is
I
this
don't
the
even-
song we're doing now?
All right. These are all the green squares that we know of.
Oh, we exist on them now.
What is?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Okay.
What happens?
Yep, I had a
Where
feeling.
is-
Just stay where you are, Sarah.
Hold, just keep still.
And
Keep still.
Can you go hold Sarah's hand so she knows that she's safe?
No problem.
Go talk to her.
No problem.
Wait,
Go
No
talk to her
problem.
more about Isa.
it's fingers.
That's true. That's true. They bonded. I
I
forgot.
said
Sarah,
hand, I did not say
Yeah,
Sarah and her
And,
bonded because of Sarah's interest in Isa.
Look at
Mhm.
that.
Quinn says,
Okay.
ask her if she wants to read a pamphlet.
Stop. And
So now that we've stood on all these tiles, does anything happen? I know.
I mean, they all light up green.
Okay. While I have everyone on their tiles, I'm going to use Channel Divinity to look into the room and see if anything has changed.
Okay.
And I'm going to casually touch the wall next to me to see if there's a secret door right there.
Just a hard wall.
I already looked there. But
You hear
Oh,
Leaf
it's
say.
good
My
to look
elven
too,
eyes.
John. Your elven
I already
eyes need
did it,
glasses.
Quinn.
Your elven eyes need glasses.
half elf, half looking. You know.
You can't see love right in front of you. How are you going to see a secret door?
Oh,
Oh no.
Look,
It
he doesn't
gets
need to see
real
the
in the
love
dungeon.
until his family has had a chance to vet it. You don't know.
Yes, we'll arrange that marriage. Go ahead.
I might. Not with that.
Still pissed
Well,
about the forest.
I mean, we can carefully walk back over the green tiles and we can see if there are any more. Perhaps maybe there's another path across the room. We haven't tried all of them.
Are you still flying?
And we're stuck here until we can figure out how to find a door or
Wait, you're
open-
stuck? Where are you?
Slow down.
Where are you stuck?
no.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're figuring it out. They're figuring it out.
Just for giggles, I pull out that monocle I have and look around the
Mhm.
room with it. Because I'm not sure exactly all it does. Is there a? Does it show anything? You know what monocle I'm talking about? The true thing.
The
True
magic.
sight.
The magic
Mhm,
monocle.
Yes,
Yep, you don't
yes,
see.
the magic.
You
monocle.
see the chest is lit with magic, but that's about it.
Ooh.
And you see your axe is very well lit, and it has an
Ooh.
eye, and it's staring
Oh.
back at you.
Oh,
Oh, hello there.
It blinks.
Oh, do you understand me? Blink one for yes, twice for no.
You hear Quinn saying,
They're so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. my new axe.
Quinn, are
Oh.
you talking to inanimate objects again?
Of course. Don't we all do that? Isn't that what this place is all about?
Oh no, we'd never do that. And Tia kind of like tucks her clutch back on its chain. You know, we don't.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I suggest we step off the floor while we figure out a
Yeah.
plan, so we don't have any.
Yes.
The by the way, the chest is rather magical too. I think it has something to do with what's going on here.
I
Let's
see.
see.
Do you think you need to like chop it up with the axe or something?
No, I don't believe that's necessary. I want to double check something because
You feel a little bit of a whisper in the back of your head when Leaf says that, and it's almost like that. Ugh, that was barbaric. You don't know where that feeling came from, but it just kind of overwhelmed you a little bit.
Frankie. Sorry.
And I think that. Are you talking to me, Axe?
No response back.
We have to have some awkward personal time.
Do you
we'll
want to
just
move
have to
back
go-
off the floor?
We'll have to go to the loo and have that discussion. Okay. Yes. Oh.
Well,
Yoink.
Slate,
Yoink.
you're in my way. Not that I.
no, it's okay.
Sure.
I apologize. I'm still looking with the divine sense eyes to see if anything about these tiles are different with that sense. Probably not, because they're not Fae, Fey, Undead. I didn't get confirmation or Any type of negative. I'll take that as nothing happened.
Nope. Nothing happened.
Do me a favor. I'm going to go to the chest for a moment. So if you don't mind, clear a path so that I can
Sure.
walk
yeah,
over
I'm,
there.
I'm gonna just.
Yeah,
get
it's like
everybody
anywhere on the
out.
second's safe.
I just
Yes,
by
moved
the way.
some folks out
So
of
I
the way.
so I move with the same precision, and I get right here, and I then so I casually like just reach in to grab the axe, and I look at it with the eye, with the monocle, and it's like please don't get upset with things that I might say, and I say. Well, Mr. X, is this some way to get out of the room? You plus the chest in some way?
There's no response back.
And I could use you to chop up the chest. Would you be okay with that?
There's a feeling of disgust that comes across you.
I see. So, I do, the chest is open. I'd like to, can I give it a little bit of there's something about this and the room that's tied together. What kind of role do you think I should do, Saito, in order to kind of try to deduce what the connection these two things
could
might
you-
have?
Could you pull the chest onto the green square to your right? Like,
No.
Is it? Okay.
Not yet.
So, you want to do what? What are you trying to figure out?
I'd like to figure out if this chest and this axe together have something to do with the puzzle in this room. And if so, I know the chest is magical. So I guess pretty much what I'm doing is probably checking it for any mechanism or thing that or magical button that might be there. They say, hey, open, like a little button that says open everything. Let you out, something
Roll
like
me,
that.
roll me investigation. Now that the chest is open.
I was so hoping you wouldn't say investigation, but that's fine.
For
Because I'm all out of rerolls, so hang on. Let's see. I do.
Well,
have,
let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I know. I do have an advantage, so we'll see how that goes. Investigation.
what's the worst that could happen? A one.
No. I now have an advantage. I will roll that with advantage.
Oh. Okay, if that's what you wish.
Oh, 18.
18 is enough. You see.
Cool.
You see that there seems to be a tripwire that's associated into the box, and it looks like it leads into the ground. And it's tripped, like it's unlocked itself.
Oh, like it's a trap that's already been sprung?
Correct.
I bet a thief could reset this trap. But I closed the lid, just for giggles. Do I notice the wire move, and does that reset it?
The door, as the lid shuts, you hear a click sound, and it seems to have been relocked.
The chest.
Correct.
Shit.
You hear at the distance as Quinn stands there.
You okay over there?
Oh yes.
He's not.
I would. Well, there seems to be a wire that I don't know if anything was reset or not. And I could pull my glasses
No,
up.
could you see that because he has the monocle in there?
No, because I rolled a better investigation check.
Ah.
Well, you want over there?
What was that? I'm sorry to hear.
You want Finn back over there? She sort of gestures toward Finn's back, like the
Yeah,
little.
Yes. Can we have the thief up front, please?
Yes.
Okay.
I will
Make a
step
gift.
over. I'll step
You
over
hear,
to the
you hear
another
Sarah
green.
lean over in the distance and it's like, I didn't know we had a thief in the group. That's very dangerous. They can't be
Oh,
trusted.
I'm sorry, rogue. Rogue. I meant rogue. He is very roguish. He's handsome that way.
Are you really
Oh.
worried about thieves compared to everything else?
It's very
Surely, if it-
nimble,
have you ever
expert
come
in mechanisms.
have you ever come across a good
Right.
thief?
And I do show
I
I
think
show
you've come
Fenandra.
across
And I
worse.
just start. I pull out my lockpick kit and I'm just checking to make sure that everything's there, just in case somebody needs some help. But no,
Right.
I'll just hang back.
Fenandra, I show Fenandra the wire I found.
How long have I been
think
muted?
You can't see the wire anymore.
Oh.
The wire's on the inside of the box that's now shut.
Oh, it was on the inside. Okay,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
outside.
It's what
Yes, I was
tripped-
waiting for that.
Well, I cast knock again.
Do you hear that?
Can't knock again. Hang on, let me take care of that off my staff. Because another charge.
The treasure chest opens up once more with a loud boom and sound, and Sarah shivers, and a little bit terrified, and it is now another empty chest. But you can see now the mechanics. If you want to roll an investigation or a sleight of hand to try to play with the traps.
I will absolutely try to. And
Add a d4 to that.
Wagon wheel Watusi.
Sure, I can absolutely.
Every time I
Hold
see
on.
it, I think of it.
Do what?
Sorry. Dark River put wagon wheel Watusi, and every time I see it, I think,
Oh.
like, it was hard not to say it. Wagon
Oh,
wheel
that didn't work.
Watusi.
Roll. Then it
Yeah,
works.
I'll use.
So
Yeah, add a
25.
d- Yeah.
To play with the wire and I guess reset it. Is that what we're doing, Quinn?
Yes, it seems to have tripped, and maybe reset it to see if that helps. I don't know. That's about all I've got to go on right now. That's the only thing I found on this thing.
Unless there's some more tiles that we gotta find.
So there is
Don't know.
looks like to be a strong metal tether that's going from the lock mechanism down into the ground. It's pretty, it's a good guess to know that it's something has to do with the tiles that are being pressed.
I wonder if this tile goes like down.
The one inside the coffin.
Coffin,
Chest,
yes,
excuse-
the one,
excuse
oh,
chest.
Well,
the
there's
one that the coffin is on. It's the only one that doesn't
you
light
could try
up.
to,
But
you could try to, if you backed up, you could try to slide it. Although the tiles on both the right and left of it will start the spike mechanism.
really,
Just reminding you. And I float over and look over your shoulder and like well inside your personal space.
and I cast Druidcraft, the smell of a skunk.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
go.
you
And
what is that smell?
and I just go,
Quinn.
And I prestidigitation and there's a little bit of poo on the tile you're standing on.
Step too close. Above the table, is this tile over here checked out? The one upper
Yeah.
right diagonal of me?
No.
No. Yes, actually, the one just above where you're standing now, Slate.
That one is.
The one in front of you and the one to your upper right are both red.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I was just making sure it wasn't like some crisscross applesauce.
No, they
Alright.
they have been stepped on already.
You can scroll up in the Discord chat to see
The green
the
boxes.
current map at the end of the game last time.
I see
Yeah,
the green
I didn't mark
boxes.
all
Yeah.
the red ones. I just
No
marked
worries.
the green ones.
Oh, you used both the green ones. Okay.
I wrote them on my. I can take a
You're more
picture
than
of
fine.
my shitty notes if that's helpful.
No, I started to try to make a grid and I completely forgot the other night.
Yeah.
So as I make
Um,
my way towards you two, I'm gonna ask,
You're a little quiet, Aniki, if you could.
Yeah,
am
could
I?
you?
Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
little quiet.
How about now?
Yeah, there you go. It was
There you
really
go.
far away. That's great.
What the hell? All right, cool. As I make my way this way,
Making your way.
make my
I'm
way.
making my way.
Can I see if I could leap over Fenandra and land on the chest?
That was a
some
little
nice
quiet
DMs will.
again, but
What?
I think I had an idea of what
Yeah.
you said. You
Okay.
were
Yeah, your volume is really
Maybe,
low.
maybe
I
it's
think
my headset. I think it's about time I get it replaced. Simple as that.
it's better.
I'm
I mean,
actually
it's-
hearing you physically.
Yeah.
Well, you're also very
Yeah.
quiet.
I say you're not.
Alright, so
Well,
I'm gonna talk like this.
Erm,
for
you're
the
not
rest
much
of the
Yes.
better. You're not one to talk. You're
Yes.
whatever
But
cheap ass microphone you have. It
Erm's
is not
a cleric. It's okay.
It's
I
the cleric way.
I just need
I
you
know.
just both to speak up a little louder so I know. Something about throwing.
I would like to use your phone.
Are you trying
I
to
didn't
put
say
me in
higher
the
pitch.
chest?
I
Is that
see.
what
There
is
we
that what
go.
you're trying to do, Slate?
Some DMs allow allies to occupy the same space. I'm just saying, maybe just ask them that or not.
May I
It's
pass
5 by
through my
5.
allies without an issue?
You may definitely step on a tile and push more weight on it if you would like.
Hey, you know what? We'll figure it out.
Oh no.
Look on Sparrow's face.
So with the combined weight of
Glad I'm
two
over
players,
here.
two medium-sized characters on one plate, what does that look like?
It turns red.
I get off.
Run away! Run away!
Slate, you're gonna have to leave the area altogether.
You hear,
He
you hear
How
bolted
about
to the
can I
ticking.
jump?
You hear ticking sounds. Tick, 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 tick.
Taking.
Yes,
Run.
it is.
Yeah, Slate, that means we gotta move. Or like this
Fernandra,
way.
run!
Yeah, like the floor's gonna come.
Just run! Straight line. No need to zigzag.
Good to know.
Look, I don't want to
Yeah.
trigger more and
No,
make it go
speeds
faster.
up if you hit more than one.
Yes,
red
it
tile.
does. It speeds up. So if,
Mhm.
if
Alright,
Quinn
so-
runs and runs across every single one of those tiles,
What have I done?
roll me. I need a initiative from.
Initiative?
Yes, especially if Quinn's running for their lives.
Come it.
Yeah, Quinn would have just
It's okay,
booked
I
it.
could heal
So.
one.
You had one
It's fine.
job, Quinn.
Listen.
I have many jobs. I am a C-level employee in this group. You just got here. You're an acquisition from a few months ago.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like a
I
bird.
don't know what that means either.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm talking about. My axe would never hurt me.
So Fenandra is a 6 in initiative. Oh, that's unfortunate, Fenandra. Okay.
That
Oh,
is
do you,
rather
want me to do initiative too?
No,
I'm sorry.
because you've initiated it by stepping on another tile.
I've initiated it. Oh, how sweet.
So you're basically you got this in ideas. The surprise attack is what you did.
No problem.
So Fenandra,
Mm-hmm.
that's a 6. Can I get a initiative from Slate?
Sure.
Who's I assume you were right here, right? Where were you? Did you move
Yes,
on to
we
the
were on the
tiles?
same tile.
I was right here. But I
Yep.
guess same tiles to initiate it, so sure.
Yep. So right
Um,
here.
I have advantage because I'm a barbarian. Alright. 20. 'Cause I'm that good.
So you would go right after Quinn.
Slate's gonna sweep me off my feet and be like, all right, time to go.
What's Quinn's initiative? But
I was the
surprise
surprise
round.
attack.
Yep.
Mhm.
I was the surprise attack here, y'all.
damn, I'm sorry.
And I used all my movement to run
Yep.
and to dash.
So I've got bad news. So if Quinn is running straight line, which is exactly what it looks like, that does trigger the trap immediately before, because that triggers 1, 2, 3 red tiles.
Okay.
That would go right after their turn. So You do not
So
have the
would Quinn
opportunity to
get-
move.
Would Quinn make it across the floor, or?
Yes. Just barely.
How long is that taking though? Could we have noticed? Would it be a round for Quinn to run?
In D&D logic,
it's-
yes.
Yeah, it's more of a
So
Unfortunately.
mechanic
could
now. We're
someone
just
cast
dealing
a
with
spell
mechanics.
in that time?
Huh?
Could someone cast a spell in that time?
No, because of D&D
Okay.
mechanics, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the time frame.
Yeah, you're good.
And also save the day, but it won't happen.
There's always another time. There's always another time.
Yes.
You
Tia will
probably-
always make it thematic, don't you worry.
So I need real quick. So one of you, Fernandra or Slate, whichever one, because you're the ones who kind of suffered the most of the situation. One of you needs to roll me 8d8.
You want to do it, Finn?
Not really, but sure.
Quinn, less.
How about
Want
this?
me to
Whoops,
do
you
it?
do 4, I do 4. Never mind.
Oh, too late.
Woo,
That's not bad.
not bad at all. You take 33 points of damage as the spikes come down. The good news is they've been slammed down enough that they take another depreciation on their damage. So their next time that
Fantastic.
they still hurt. They're still going to hurt. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. But they can only hit you so much before these wooden staves are, So, 33 points of damage, and you see Quinn on the other side breathing heavily as everyone watches.
I'm not that out of shape.
Well, I'm sure it was terrifying.
I mean,
yes,
sprinting 30, 40 feet.
yes, the,
You
clutching my pearls.
You hear Sarah go, Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. This time everybody's fine. And I.
It sounded like
so I-
something got squished that time. It sounded different than the other times.
Don't worry about it. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Flying
I
through
and I,
my teeth.
and I look at Fernandra and I say, "Oh, you got pretty whacked there. I feel a little at fault." And I use, which I haven't used in a long time. It's called Balm of the Summer Court. I can expend. I'm going to give you 66 healing.
I got a little worried at first when you hesitated before healing. I was like,
That's 17 points plus you get 6 temporary hit points.
okay. That's a little bit better.
Slate's your turn, so that means you can move if you want to now.
Okay.
I do recommend off the tile to change it back to green.
Sure. I'll move to the one that's over here.
Fair
That works.
enough. They both turn green as you hold them down.
Sweet.
And you all, I assume everyone is staring back at each other and maybe quietly staring in a specific direction, but not
Mhm.
loudly staring in a specific direction.
Would be staring. Then,
Hmm.
so what are you doing, Quinn?
Sorry.
Or Slate?
So, what was.
Yeah. What was? I yell at you. What was the plan?
And I look inside the chest.
It's empty.
Does the bottom of the chest have a similar pattern to what the floor has?
No.
Is it top? No. I'm gonna take my hand and like press it down into the panel. Do I feel any type of give or nothing like that?
You do hear like a weighted click. Fucking Fernandra, I saw that. Get your ass back on your tile. You get your ass back on your tile.
Fernandra, if you want to move, go ahead. I will stop and I'll look towards
Fade
Finn.
These
back
are
into the
reasonable things to
shadows.
do, though. Anytime Slate does something, it's usually risky.
It is.
Like, I would get the hell out of there, too.
You
I'll-
Just starts feeling around. I'm out of there.
Listen, last
I'm
time
glad
Slade
I'm-
had an idea that got me hurt. So
Glad I'm not.
And I sit
glad
down
I don't do
on
that.
my tile next to Brutus, and I get out some fruit leather, and I tear one in half, and I give it to him. I'm just
Oh
like,
my god! I forgot. I totally forgot. Leaf, you need to roll me initiative because you were over their shoulder over there.
You
You
did say you
would've-
were. You didn't move your token,
Yeah.
but you
I
were.
did.
You
Yeah.
were giving me
you
shit.
did say
I-
that.
Totally forgot about that because I saw your didn't see. I forgot your token wasn't moved. So yeah, you were also in a little bit of a
Sticky wicket.
sticky wicket. So I need your
A wiki,
sure,
a wiki
I can-
stick it.
25.
perfect. So you would have gone like before Slate in their turn order, but I still need you to take the 33 points of damage. So there would be technically a possibility of 3 people staring.
That would put me. I am at 0.
What?
No.
I only had 31.
All right. I reach over. You see me do the same thing I did to Fernandra, and because it's a range of 120 feet, and I give you all the rest I have, which is 8d6.
86. Question
Oh,
to Auntie
only
Tia.
27.
You casted this flight spell. If Leaf goes unconscious, is Leaf still flying?
Yeah.
I would assume so because it is off your concentration.
Yeah.
I would say yes. Yeah.
I would assume so.
I mean, he might have been startled. Do you want me to
That's
do
your-
a con for that?
I'd say it's your choice, Saito.
It's
That's
up to
your
you.
call.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm willing, for the sake of
Well,
the
then it
story, to
does,
do a
yeah.
con because Tia would be shocked and horrified.
So I would
At
get
seeing
sort of
her nephew
smashed by the
mashed.
spikes, but then I would like float back up above. I would kind of bounce
Kind
off
of.
of,
Yeah,
off the
But
ground.
I'm willing to do a con.
Okay,
That's
roll me.
fine. Just let me get my character sheet back open.
You do get 27 hit points back plus 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, the druid's the healer of the bunch.
Not in this situation.
Please
A
candies.
get
little bit of
any
the
healing
band-aid
us yet?
effect from the bunch. What? I didn't say anything.
Oh, you were here, Oh,
Oh,
that's so
dear.
nice. I didn't realize you were back there.
I'm gonna look in with
Worm has been trying to
doesn't matter.
get
I'll take
Slate's
the 10.
attention. Like from the corner. Trying to
I've gotten
wave.
from
Yeah.
you as a
So
pamphlet.
neither of us are flying currently. Leif lands on the ground, but he's not far above it.
Okay.
And Tia's feet gently, her heels come to the ground. She might stumble a little because that was unexpected. This is a big shock. Violence is violence.
I agree. So
You see the healing
Leaf-
energy that you don't normally see from
Yes.
Quinn too.
you go down for
Yeah,
you go
she
down
does.
for a moment, but you do come back up. I think it is a little bit of a shock to you. But you are floating still, and we are initiative, so technically you would go next before Slate, who puts their hand into the chest. So
Okay.
you can either move, because Quinn is healed.
So am I still flying or not?
Yeah.
Or
you
am I-
are, yes.
Okay. I would certainly fly back over to the safe area.
Okay, Slate.
Yep.
You press down on the chest, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. The tile underneath the chest turns red. You hear a ticking sound. Now,
Cool.
everyone has observed now that the ticking sound starts off slow until other red tiles are ticked.
Gotcha.
So it starts off slow. You could make it back if moved quick enough.
All right. Say less.
But if you trigger any more red, with each red triggered, the timer goes faster. So,
I see.
you pressed it down, that was your action. What is your movement?
My movement.
Or do you stay?
Saito.
Well, Fan is in your way.
Saito, you know what I do, Saito?
There's a
I
moment
step,
you and
I step
Van
into the
stare
sh-
at each other.
I step into the box. And I'll tell Fernandra, get out of here.
Oh, you shut yourself in the box?
Yeah. And as a last action, or my bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Wow.
It's an angry man in a box.
Yeah.
It's an angry man.
Get me out of here.
That's gonna be one spicy
This
Jack
is-
in the Box.
This is
If you
why. This is
close
why
that,
he's the
you'll be
champion of
locked
Isa.
in.
This is why.
Was
He's an innovator.
trying to get him to heal him. I just didn't get my.
So yeah, I am in a
This
rage,
is why he was chosen.
and I tell Fernandra to get out of
That's stupid.
here. What? No.
You
That's
got
my
into
turn.
the box. Fenandra, you see Slate climb in the box, shut the box, and you still hear this ticking sound. What are you going to do? You know
I'm
at
going
the
back.
end of this turn order it's going off.
I'm going back. And carefully without stepping on any of the red tiles.
As you make it onto the other side, you hear a loud slam down before it comes back up. And Slate,
Hey.
you're still in the box.
No needles came up after me, huh?
You're safely in the box.
Sweet. I raged just in case there was going to be spikes.
Just out of curiosity, do we
But
see
now he's
whether
locked in there.
there is?
It's true.
Are there spikes that actually come down and hit the top of the box?
Yes.
Or is that okay? That
It's
that
just like
one,
perfectly measured to where it would hit.
got it. Okay.
It would hit anybody standing on it, but not inside.
That the box is up.
Just clarifying whether or not that was a safe spot. Sounds like no.
Okay.
Uh,
So nothing came into the box. Nothing happened while this trap activated.
Except
within
that
the
you're
box.
locked inside a magical box now.
I mean, I'm still raging. I could probably.
I can
I
break
do have-
these cuffs. I can
I
break these cuffs.
I'm just having a Kill Bill flashback. where she's in the thing where she's punching it with her hands. Yeah, exactly.
I have a flashback to something, but I don't remember what it is now. It's fine.
What's in the box?
It's
Do you remember that Dolph Lundgren one, Red Scorpion, where he like punches his way out of the container he's in the desert? It's
Yeah,
like right at the
it's
beginning of the
about to
movie.
be right
What's that?
It's about to be me right now. It's just like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the plan?
I don't. I'm
I
very
assume everyone's just
entertained by
watching
an
the
Anarchy in
box.
the box.
All right, I'm gonna try to break my way out the box, whether it be pushing. Actually, from the inside, do I see any latches, or do I see any like type of mechanism that can open the box, or at least the let?
It
Because I
is.
feel like that's.
It is dark inside this box. It is.
I'll tell you,
There is.
I'd
Is
light
this
him
where
up.
Slate
Blind
says I
sight.
have dark vision?
I have blind sense. That's why I'm trying to do it like this.
You
Can't you just like move through stone or something?
I probably could, but let's see what happens. I'm curious.
Let's have the fun way first.
you
Exactly.
can feel like a wire on the side itself.
Okay. I pull at the wire, tugging at it, and see what happens.
You try to pull it. Which way? Up or down?
Up. So from the floor, pulling up.
It has a little bit of a tension itself. As you pull it, everyone else on the outside, you see a strange array of green squares appear. You don't know why. You have no idea.
Good
Why?
stuff.
Okay. What is?
So while I'm in the box, I'm gonna be like, I'm pulling up the wire. Does anything happen?
And no one can hear him scream.
In the box, no one can hear you scream.
I'll pull it the other
But
way
is
down.
the array different than what we saw than what we knew before?
Does anybody have message?
Yeah, you have
You're
to
not.
see. Oh, don't you have to see them?
It's sent
No,
for
not
message.
I don't think
so.
It's
So
pointing
there are.
direction.
I think
Yeah.
sending or one of them. is
There
good.
are
Yeah,
more green
sending.
squares that light up. The ones that you're indicating now light up.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep pulling at it for a little bit, and then
It does this like weird blinking thing over and over. You're not sure why. Like I said, you hear like mumbling and struggling in this chest, but you're not there's not really a clear.
Any other green tiles
Oh.
other than the ones we've been standing on slide up?
Yes.
Yes, there's ones now that go over to the right-hand wall. You can get all the
Mhm.
way over to the right-hand wall, which we haven't checked.
Ah,
Does this
So,
box block message too? We'll try it.
It does.
Okay. Then she tries to say, "You lit all the green squares. Keep
Oops.
pulling it," but that
Oh.
doesn't go through.
um, is this 3 feet of wood or 1 foot of stone? The box I'm in.
It might be magical silence.
It's terribly magical. I mean, it is full of magic. It is so symbiotic.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm not hearing anything back, so it's
So-
something.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. No cell phone reception
I
anywhere
would,
inside that box.
I would, while
You do
while-
feel while you're inside it, it is so it's like you feel like a very like weakened state, as if cut off from not only your magic itself, but you feel cut off from your deity.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
And
It is a little bit. It's a little bit unnerving. It's a little bit unnerving.
I'm in the anti-ISA box. All right.
It
so
makes
the-
you. I would say roll me a intelligence check.
Oh, that's my strongest stat, gang.
Oh boy.
I am rolling normally.
This is where the nat 20s come in handy.
7.
7.
reroll.
Reroll? Gabby.
Gabby
Yay!
coming in clutch.
13. That's better than 17.
That is much better than a 7. With a 13, I'll tell you, whatever was in this box was meant to silence what was in it.
Well, good thing it's not gonna silence
And,
me. Meanwhile,
Good job, Dottie.
we're Slate.
Good job,
So did are we still flying? Like I forget how that.
It's an
So-
hour duration.
It's like
so-
a minute.
Okay.
Is it not an hour?
I will.
Is it? Well, Tia will concentrate for as long as it is.
I'm gonna fly over to this spot while
Mhm.
this is
Up to
going
10
on.
minutes. 10
Okay,
minutes. We
so
get
an
there.
hour basically.
Yeah, that could be like 3 more
This will
sessions.
be an hour.
Exactly.
No shit. Yeah.
Oh, you think Tia doesn't have an impeccable sense of time?
No,
Time is
we know
money.
it's all good.
And I am going to investigate this wall, which we have not investigated yet. Can I do that?
And
Yes. It is a wall.
while that happens,
So,
I-
While that
I-
happens.
I cast knock again.
Okay.
Okay. Don't you have to touch it? Or is it
No,
visual?
Yeah.
it's within
as you
range.
could see,
60
60
feet.
feet.
Oh yeah, you're good.
It's
then.
120 feet within range.
Yeah, you're good. It would
Okay.
be really far away in order to do
And
that.
and
The
the
door op-
knocking sound because of course Quinn didn't warn anyone. I
Yeah.
startled
It's just,
them.
it's just an abrupt. And you're like,
Assuming the ceiling is coming down and I'm out on the floor. But there's nothing on this
Heads
wall.
up.
the, the trauma has started. So
Right.
the door, the chest opens up real quickly, and Slate, you can see the door is open. You hear boom.
okay.
But I'm sorry, Cider. Did you say there is nothing on this wall? I got a 20.
Correct. Nothing. Just a wall. Just
All
a
right.
cool.
Okay.
I will float back over
Ah.
here before something bad happens.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was like, I want to try just walking the pattern of the green. Seeing what.
Fair?
Seeing if maybe you gotta touch like all of them one by one.
Seems like a totally reasonable thing.
Which I would have to dash because that's more than 40 feet or more than 30 feet. So that's fine.
Well, but you're not in combat, so you could just walk.
to. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I only have to initiate combat if you guys trigger the trap.
Mm.
Then I have to worry about combat. I mean, do as you wish.
Hooray!
Did Slade come out of the box yet?
So
I've been sitting in this.
what happens after I get to the end over here?
I don't know. Does Slade come out of the box?
I was gonna ask, as the door or as the lid of the box open, does the tension of the wire go lax or or does it tighten or?
It goes laxed.
All right, so I'm gonna still pull as I'm coming out the box, and just like see how much tension this thing has.
It doesn't have a lot to give.
Now that I'm outside the box, do I see these glowing green tiles, or are they gone because the chest is open?
It's gone because the chest is open.
Okay. I let go of the wire and I turn around and say, "What happened?"
All the green tiles lit up.
Oh, like those, and I point to the ones we know at.
And you
Mhm.
were in silence. We tried to
I
message
was,
you.
yeah, it felt like I was cut off from the world while I'm in there.
Quinn's very interested in the weapon he pulled out of there. It's probably the same reason it was being contained.
We should
Yeah.
put them both back in the box, to be honest. But
Quinn and the weapon.
yeah,
But we won't.
Again.
And I
I mean,
Because
I could
my-
walk.
they're
my-
I
still
mean,
useful.
I mean, I could just walk away, you
I
know,
mean,
and
where?
leave you all here. If
Where?
that's what you really want.
where?
I just defended
Oh.
you.
There's a
You did
closed
save my
door.
life.
Where are you
But
gonna walk
I
to,
will say
Quinn?
this.
Oh,
I
I'll
feel like-
walk. I can open the door. Just like I opened the chest. I can
Fair
open
enough.
that door that we
What
came
door?
in.
You know.
I don't know. Where did we come in? And I turn and look.
Behind us.
There's a wall.
Yes, there's a wall.
Yeah.
Can you open a wall?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I could do something drastic.
You don't need that.
I could also just plane shift out of here. So
True
you know.
enough, but you know,
That's true.
I want to say this.
What?
I feel like you're doing a good job. Thank you for helping us.
Yes, you're doing a great job.
You just and Quinn is like, I don't want to accept it. I don't want to accept it. It's like, thanks. Appreciate that, big man.
Okay.
You too.
I'll-
I mean, Fenandra. I mean, why? You know, I have a thing for true love. Okay, it's what you got. So I'm here for you. That's like to see it. So yes, I'm
will s-
grumpy.
I will say
So
this
what?
though. Whatever built this box built it to keep things cut off from any outside source, and I do mean any. I couldn't feel Isis grasp.
Oops.
I couldn't hear any messages. It was me, the 6 walls, and the wire.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Any idea what do we do?
Well,
We could
haven't
start
tested-
by healing Slade, right?
Oh, that's why you're here.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
we're both.
That's
I thought it was
right.
the radiant damage.
Please. I'm fascinated. I want to see this happen. I've never seen a cleric at work. We've never had a cleric in the group.
That's true.
Heal you guys on the flopper hopper.
Maybe we have paladins. Yeah,
Thank you for
paladins.
that.
Yeah, that's not the same. I want to see that. I want to see what is your religious symbol? What thing do you clutch when you do this healing?
What would the stereotypical religious symbol be?
For Isa, it is a raven skull.
How quaint.
Could it be like a little bundle of feathers instead?
Mhm.
Which
That's actually
would
quite
be
acute.
like, yeah, and it's tied around very rosary style, I guess, kind of. And you see doing the cartoon walk. Very tentative twinkle toe steps across. I can't move the icon,
Here,
right?
let
But
me give you you some access here. Hold on.
Twinkle goes slow, right? She's seen everyone go across, but
There you go. You should be able to move it now.
wait, no shit.
You should be able to move it now. Come on. Twinkle Toes. We want to see it.
Twinkle
Where you
Toes.
going? Yeah, hope you've been paying attention, Twinkle Toes.
It's not this one. Any corner? Which one?
I don't know. You tell me. Where are you going?
No, which icon? Not the
The-
one in the corner.
The purple hair one.
You're the pink-haired one.
Yeah, you're the pink-haired one.
Weird flex. Okay. Okay.
Yep, sorry. Sorry.
She is the purple
Yeah.
haired one.
You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. This is really weird ritual, but hey.
And it's like a little, like just come here. I'm not going any further. I know it goes there, but I don't wanna. Hearing that the chest. Yeah, steps
Oh.
back. Hearing that the chest cuts off from Isa, doesn't like it, doesn't want to go there. It's like. Slate's not even looking at me.
I'm here. I'm watching you perform your clerical duties because it's the first time I've seen a cleric of Isa do anything like this.
Taking dictation, clerical duties, filing.
Erm tells you. Erm
It
gives.
needs to be.
Okay, go ahead.
Erm's like hands are like sweating. When I say sweating, like constantly, like. Erm's not used to being in this level of uncertainty and danger, right? I don't know what
Okay.
happened last episode, but Erm's
Okay.
not taking it well, right?
Alright.
Like clutching the feathers, like hand shaking,
So
you know.
Slate seeing that walks over the two safe tiles and then extends a hand out.
There's like a little, you know, as you stick your hand out, there's cure wounds, 2d8 plus 4, and you should get max, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to roll. You
So
automatically.
2d8, 16,
20.
Mhm.
And with the 20 hit points, I'm at to 120. But I want to roll sleight of hand, Saito, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give myself.
Steal
No.
from a cleric.
Reverse
No, I'm
reverse
giving-
steal is what it sounds like, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Reverse stealing.
Yeah, so
So
put
I-
pocketing
I-
instead of
I-
pickpocketing.
I am.
Oh.
I'm giving myself advantage with my advantage roll.
Okay.
That's the.
See, as a thief, you gotta know these kind of things.
Ooh, that's not a very good sleight of hand, but it's probably for the best. Maybe a question
Yeah.
mark.
Actually, I'm curious. I give you a reroll.
I'm curious where this is going.
20.
Nice.
So,
I,
what are you sleight of handing?
I feel like that nervousness that Erm has
Mm-hmm.
for being on this adventure, like, reminds them of Slate when they first got to this realm. And if I can come out into this situation, become a champion Isa, not knowing anything about anything, someone who practices this religion and knows Isa almost like it is their duty, Slate is going to hand off one of the religious symbols he's picked up from the festival we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'll flavor it this way too. I'm gonna take a fairy godmother coin and rub it.
As things come to a brief halt, and a fairy godmother appears, she looks very puzzled to be where she's at and says, "Oh dear,
Hmm?
It's been a while.
It has. It has. I hope you've been well.
I'm always doing well.
I mean,
Tis
it's hard
the
not to be
curse.
well. It's the curse. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. I have a wish, obviously.
The curse of always being happy, even when being
Oh.
intruded on things that I would like to do other than making wishes. The curse of happiness.
We'll fix that in later seasons.
I'm always happy to see you.
Is that because of the curse or just you know what? I don't want to answers to questions I don't want answers to.
Okay.
I don't think it's a selfish wish, but I do have a wish that I feel might be
All
something I could
wishes are
grant.
naturally selfish.
Very true. And I'll point to this cleric.
Mm-hmm.
This individual is very nervous a lot. I assume it's just because this is the first journey outside of the cloister, or just probably being around strangers in a dangerous situation. Who's to say?
Mm.
But I wish to grant them a gift from Isis Temple that is worthy of the cleric of her nature. Whether it be a holy symbol that shines radiant like Isis' eyes, or something that is known in the upper ranks that fits this person who so bravely came out here with us.
One hierarchy item from the temple.
Cool.
She waves her wand, and as she disappears, um, you might get actually a little bit startled by this, unfortunately.
Yeah. Sleight of hand,
Backfires.
a giant scepter. Like, oh god, where did this come from?
Oh no.
Drops it on the red tile.
A statue of a raven.
You
It's a
once
red
could
tile.
see, but now you cannot, as a fabric wraps around your eyes, bandaging them. And those who have seen this bandage is actually of the princess of Sandos. It is the bandage from
Wait, no,
the
Oh no.
priest! Priest! That didn't say princess!
And she is a
Still,
high
chaos
priestess.
super cross.
She is a high priestess, as you know, from
It's
Yeah,
always stolen.
No, but she's the good like, she does not the stealing. Like, I expected
She's-
about the Pixie Godfather. What are you
Where
talking?
any item from the temple is going to be stolen is not going to be is always
Yeah, I
going to
was
be
like,
lifted.
none of this is gonna be.
Like, do you think that high cleric items are just sitting in a temple not being used?
Yeah, why not?
Just
That's
I've
It's
seen
like,
it happen.
hey,
Yes.
They lose
like,
their
Gabby,
life.
Gabby, I'd like to
I need to
apologize
borrow this
right
Just
for
put
a
them in
little
a
bit.
box
You
for
mind?
millennia.
Yeah.
Sorry that you had to come into this mess, Gabby, but
I
you,
press Control
you own it
Z.
now.
I press Control Z.
If you think that's frightening, imagine the princess who now has visual over her people right now.
Yep. Hooray! I am
Oh boy.
an arbiter of chaos, says Slate.
But the biggest question is, what kind of magic does it bring?
Can they see past
You
the
will
bandages?
you will need to attune to it, but it is at first very startling.
And I'll keep my hand in their hand. I'll say, hold on, hold on,
No, like Aaron's already like
hold
okay,
on.
I came to heal a
I,
guy. I'm blind now. There's a cloak.
I have both your hands like keep still, and focus.
They are wet and clammy.
It's fine. Just hold, keep still, and focus. Focus on what binds your eyes right now. And Slate is like actually nervous now, only because he's seen that in a past life and knows exactly who it belongs to. But wishes were made, and we'll accept that decision later on.
Would also know where it came from if could see it.
Could see, yes.
But cannot see it because it is blocking Erm's vision.
So
This is where
it can't
my-
be taken off, can it?
Was all
But
talk, no bite.
but Leaf can also
crying.
see it and know where it comes from as well. So Leaf is aware of where that
Oh, no.
bandage comes from.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's wet
But-
now. Erm's
That's
crying.
a future us problem.
Right. Yeah, that's a tomorrow problem.
We need it now.
So remind me, she can't take it off, can she? No. It's on with that good tape.
I'll take care of it. No worries.
It is a very important item.
Yay! Now that you're attuned to it, can you see?
No.
You know, I thought this was supposed to be a good wish. You know,
Oh, you
Not
you
saying-
get to see things, but you won't. You are not seeing. You are not seeing any visuals around you.
You'll see things.
And this is where Erm makes the rookie mistake of stepping closer to sleep.
I
Oh.
immediately see this, and I can I do a maneuver?
It's literally just like I can't see, I'm confused,
Yeah.
and the only form of like grounding is right in front of me, and I'm trying to like get closer to it.
Yep.
Kind of.
Mhm.
I would like to, in a one movement, pull them in and take a leap towards the safer tiles. If that's even.
Leap, that's the one station.
That is a very large leap to try to make.
Yeah,
You-
that's the secondary show.
I could
Ro-
probably do it.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm
Roll
I'm
me-
slick.
lead them by the hand.
Enraged
You
leap.
don't have to.
roll me an athletics.
Oh, that's my weakest stat, Saito.
I know that.
I believe in you.
know.
Good thing I'm still raging, huh? That's a 28.
Oh yeah.
Alright, before the tiles are active, hopefully, Slate will pull you in, and then in a probably terrifying moment, you are weightless, and then a sudden thud as you and I land near Leaf.
Erm is shaking, terrified. Like I full breakdown, probably, or on your verge of it.
Okay.
Trying to like pull at the thing on my eyes.
So I wanted to give you, and like I'm
Did
holding
you
up like
say
this.
out loud? You say it.
That was a 10 on the
Yeah.
long jump.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
Thank you.
I
Like a
rate
quick-
that at 20.
Thank you. I'll do it again later. But for you, I wanted to give you this, and I'm showing like a a relic or a religious symbol of Isa that's not just like feathers. It's like almost like a deep green. But
Erm
realizing
cannot see
they
it.
realizing they cannot see it, I put it in their grasp and let them clutch it. But I think I
It's
got
caught between wanting to hold the thing and just throw it away. Because that's like the least of their problems right now.
But I think I've given you something else out of.
Blindness? I'm like her in the corner now.
At the kindness of my
not-
heart.
It's not
I'm
so
hoping I'm
bad.
looking
Sarah
in the
says,
right
staring at the
direction.
wall.
You never.
I'm gonna see if I could like pull off like at least just a bit of the blindings.
You cannot.
Cannot.
The blindings. What a great word.
What is it?
Um
What did you do?
um
It's Erm.
oh so I thought it would have been really nice if I made a wish, and obviously
Wishes are always good in situations, Sarah says, staring in the wrong direction. Then
Yeah.
pauses and says, Penandra, and then she realizes it's the wall, and she's like, where are you?
Erm is pointing, and I'm
I'm,
hoping in the
I'm up.
direction of the voices. You don't want to talk. Don't you dare start with me right now.
You
I'm up trying
Am
to
I pointing
help
in
us
the right
figure out
direction?
how to get out.
roll me a d4.
Bonus.
Who are you trying to point to?
Why do I forget the name?
Sarah?
Yeah.
You do not point to Sarah. In fact, instead you are pointing currently to Tia. You don't know that, but you are pointing to Tia right now, and you're like, "You silence you!" And Tia hasn't even said anything. Like Tia,
She has a cup of tea in her hands. Unappreciated. You
Tia's
know.
just over here. If you
Oh.
need me, let me know.
I love that for her. Like a little nice little spot of tea and just an eye roll.
This again. Okay.
Try to heal somebody one time.
Yeah, sorry. I sincerely want to give you the confidence that you deserve because you're an amazing person. Uh,
If I was in a better mood, I would be very like appreciative of what you were trying to
yep,
do.
yep, I get
But
that. Hmm.
Went
Um,
straight from being like teary and scared, just being like angry.
so
Well, the good news is it sounds like you're not scared anymore. Sarah says, staring at Leaf now.
I
She
I
doesn't
would,
have peachy
and
pretty
can you
words.
come
Take
back
her elbow.
over here on the green tiles?
Yeah, I've been on the green tiles the whole time.
No, I mean, can you come off
Oh,
the
yeah,
floor?
Yeah, did anything happen when I came over here on the green tiles?
You on the green tiles and we almost triggered
Yep,
the red tiles.
yep.
Yep.
Fenandra was very brave and stayed right there instead of running. I really thought if it would have triggered red, that Fenandra would have rolled an initiative roll against you guys, and it would have been a very disastrous situation because Fenandra
Oh yeah, if
might
I'd
have
have seen red, I'd have been gone.
it would have been
Of
another
course.
Quinn situation.
Well, but a fan can misty step, right? So
If I roll high enough in initiative, yes.
Yep.
It's just another
could
cup
you
out
come
of her purse.
could you come
and
back
hands it
across the
to
green
her.
tiles? I'd
Mhm.
like to see if there are some more green tiles perhaps we haven't found yet. I don't know if this is going to help, but we seem to be stuck still.
Mm.
Are we going to stand on the tiles that were highlighted when Slate was in the box? Because that was a different pattern.
Nope, that's late. Hi.
Hello.
All right. So since I still can fly, I can do the thing I was doing before. So I'm just gonna leave my token over here, but I'm gonna like touch this tile, the one just below the green tile.
Let me look at the map real quick one more time. Give me one moment as I switch back over, and you just give me that little tappy tap where you're going.
I'm gonna try this one.
It does. It turns green.
Okay, and then I'm
So
going to
that
try
one
this one.
turns green.
It also turns green.
Okay, so there is a diamond pattern of tiles.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I'm gonna then touch this one, and I'm gonna go around the whole circle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here, here, here,
Okay.
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 here.
I suplex them. I'm joking.
It's all green.
All
All
those
of
are
them
green. And nothing happens when I do complete the little circle. All right.
I'm gonna try to go the opposite way that he went.
Okay.
Sure.
Good
Oh,
idea.
Make sure you know where they were. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've had it. I've got a grid right beside
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
that one.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Left.
my pin off the grid. That'd be helpful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then
They all turn green, but they all turn off as you step off them, and you're safe. No triggering.
okay.
Well, we could see if there are any more. I mean, we haven't tried every single tile in the thing, but it is sort of strange that there is a pattern of them in a sort of diamond shape.
Are we gonna die in here?
Nah.
no.
Oh no, honey. We have some supplies, and we have magic that will get us through some walls. Don't worry about it.
Okay. At least I'll never see my death. She tries to make a lighthearted joke.
Okay.
No, no, it's too soon.
I mean, that's one way to see it.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna look.
Just
Sorry.
while people are thinking, I'm gonna keep exploring tiles. I'd like to try this one.
That turns red.
Yeah.
And I jump back and wait for things to crash and let me do 2 more, and then you can do whatever you want to do, Slate. So I will try this one.
Turns red.
Okay. I wait for the thing. So every time the spikes come down, are they getting, like, is it clear that they're splintering and getting more?
Because
Yeah.
they're the same length as the floor, they only splinter when they hit an object.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm gonna try this one, and then I'll stop and see if there's any.
That's red as well.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'm
diamond
kind of
is-
battleshipping this out, and the PT boat is not in this corner. That's the little 2-bagger that you that you got.
The little.
that
Not a
could be
PT
almost
boat, but
fucking
okay.
anywhere.
Mm.
Not
I thought that one was a sub, or was that the 3 one?
No,
a
the
thr-
PT
sub's
the
a 3.
sub is a 3, and then the PT boat is the 2.
So.
Okay. I'm gonna step.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
no,
I'm
no,
just clinging to you, by the
I
way,
don't
Slate.
know how to. I mean, we know there's a pattern to the tiles, but we don't know if we activate them in a certain order, or we have to activate certain ones all at the same time.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Erm and say, "Can you hold on to
Battleship.
Tia's?
Oh my god.
Can you hold on to Tia's hand for a moment?"
No.
Tia. No.
We're just playing a giant game of Battleship.
I can't hold. I don't know if my weight and your weight. Not to say you're big. I'm big. I don't know if 2
Mhm.
people can stick on one tile. That didn't look too well last time.
And you see all that angle fades away and your face comes back, and it's just like, not that I don't understand what you're saying. I clearly get it. It's like on my face. It's just like too scared to kind of move.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I?
Tia's already got her hand through Herb's elbow, and she's being like very gentle, but kind of she's being an auntie, but she's being gentle because she's not your auntie. You know, just like, come over here, dear. I've got some nice tea. Get used to
You know,
your other senses for a little bit, okay?
does this mean I can't use half my spells anymore?
Right now,
You really
you're
get
gonna
used to
concentrate.
it. It's not so bad not
I'll
singing.
fix it.
And
I'll,
you know, I was really scared in the beginning too, and then
The only reason you're not scared because we've been lying to you this entire time.
what?
No, we haven't.
No, we've been
You said
contradicting all of
What?
those lies constantly.
What?
I am a dad.
What?
Slate's gonna move up one on the glowing green tile.
What are you talking about? Aaron?
Sarah's
No,
Sarah's
no, I
heart starts
haven't been hearing
racing
you directly
immediately.
contradicting this.
What do you mean?
we do
What
not-
have they
we
been
do not
lying
lie
about?
to
What have they
people.
been lying about,
It's literally every dangerous thing we do. I haven't even been here that long.
No, for the record, Tia was very honest about this. Everything that I said that she said.
Yeah, I was like, Tia's
That's
been
true,
very
yeah.
honest about everything.
Yeah, including not
fine,
wanting to
fine,
adopt.
fine.
So it was a whole
So who's
conversation. It
So-
happened.
Fine.
Are you telling me that Fernandra's been lying to me?
You trust men?
He's
Even I know
well-meaning.
not to.
He's an innocent. He'll grow up.
There's visual tears that are running down Sarah's face right
But
now.
she didn't have eyes.
Oh, that does not mean she doesn't have
She can still,
tear ducts.
She still has the tear ducts. She just can't see.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
But don't worry,
There you
you
go.
can't see her crying, so you're fine.
Don't worry.
So she's
Quinn,
just pouring tears right now, and she just turns around and says, "That's it. I'm leaving. I'm done." And she turns
There's nowhere
around
to
and
go.
she hits the wall. Just
Oh.
fucking
Oh.
like
Please tell me
Quinn-
she falls back and not to the left.
there's a little bit of more sobbing now that happens as she like holds her nose.
I'm gonna come over there and like try to like hug and comfort her.
No, you've been lying to me this whole time. Don't touch me. I don't even know who you are.
Quinn ducked over to a corner to try and take a short rest in order to attune to this new fun thing. But hearing this, he perks up and looks at Tia and says, "I seem to have been usurped as the asshole of the group."
Tia's holding on to and she's like,
I
I'm not sure.
I have not been lying to you, Sarah.
Then what would you call it? Fibbing? Stretching the truth? Have you always
No.
been searching for, or did you actually wait till I only had one finger left to come find me? Did you think that I was actually, did you really think I was dead, or did you really just wait till this last moment?
Yeah.
What isn't the
Yes,
truth anymore?
Sarah.
You said we were
Yes,
safe, and now I'm stuck in a room, and people are saying they're lying, and I don't.
Okay,
Yes,
now Aaron feels
Sarah,
like
I-
an ass.
I ate your father as a dinner regiment for a week. I had to watch our friends be skinned and used as rugs. I need you to tell me that you weren't fucking around and letting us all die for no good reason.
I was. No, I was not fucking around.
And I will
In
inside.
fact, after I had saw you dead, I kind of lost it and went back into a cold, emotionless state. Like kind of like when we first met and you had to be the key to my emotions and kind of open them up. And so after I saw you die, I kind of went and started trying to hunt down some of the corrupt bloods, I think is what I call them, myself.
So you never actually planned on coming back?
I planned on coming back and burning the whole castle to the ground, yes. And if need be, with me in it. Because I didn't really see a future for me without you.
A future long enough to do revenge, right?
I mean, what good would it have been if I died and then we couldn't at least get what we accomplished or what we wanted to accomplish?
You're just angry. I'm angry for
know.
everything.
I know.
I've lost my spells. I've lost my attunement to my magic. I can't see. My connection to the weave has been given to someone else who who has hunted down our people and killed each one of them. There has to be some type of positivity. If there's not, then what's the point of us even coming here other than to die?
Listen, Sarah, and kind of like grabs her and kind of like, I guess like kind of like strokes the back of her head, and like, um, listen, Sarah, we will get out of here and we will get your magic back. And I'll make sure you get safely back to Versailles, where they won't reach you. And if anyone tries to get in the way, well, then I'll take care of them. I'll show them the monster that they want to create.
She places both her hands in yours as she looks up to you as tears start to roll down her face. There's like a shift in her emotions for a brief moment as a deep voice kind of cackles towards you. Oh, that's so funny, making promises that you can't keep. I don't even know where you are. It's so fun to have a puppet, you know. Dance. I thought you were coming to see me, you and your friends, but I see you've put yourself in other means. Did I interrupt something?
It's funny seeing as you're the one who's always had to send others to come after people instead of coming after yourself.
Truly, you understand how the hierarchy works. Oh, wait.
Mhm.
Maybe not, being of
That-
such lowly birth. You don't understand.
That you prefer to use pawns because you're too scared to actually take the risks yourself.
Sure, if that's what you wish to think.
Quinn,
That's how
After all, that's
all-
why you needed her magic and you couldn't resolve on your own.
Quinn steps up behind Fan and holds up the axe so that it's in front of Sarah. And just says, I'm sorry, I'm having a little difficulty understand. What is this thing?
There's a strange shift, as if to be excited. Tell you what, bygones be bygones. If you bring me that, you can have Sarah's eyes back.
That doesn't answer my question, Dicklick.
It's mine. It's
Oh.
a birthright of my family that was buried deep, deep below. Is that? And where did you find that?
Oh,
I don't think that's
So,
any of your
I
business
found-
right now.
I found something that hemoglobin breath couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Such a shame to be so inept and lose a family heirloom. I'm sure you were disowned, weren't you?
I never lost it. My great 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 grandfather lost it.
Oh, sins of the father. That's pedantic. Don't worry. I
I
think
just
it
wanted
would be.
to make sure you were aware.
I think this is something that can go deeply into your skull.
You
I
can
think this is
try.
one of those special weapons, you know, that's just attuned to take you out. Am I not? Am I correct? Hmm?
You can always try. You keep threatening to come visit me, but I see you're too busy playing hopscotch in God knows where.
Then I gently tap
Making
Sarah
promises.
on the forehead. I tap Sarah on the forehead. Does anything happen? Just a little touch with the axe. All right, that was worth a shot. Anyway, I'd say put Sarah in the box for a while.
No, we're not doing
That'll
that.
cut her right off.
why?
I mean, that will cut things right
I
out.
agree.
Mm.
That's another knock spell to get her out.
Only 2 more charges. I've got
You can fit in there anyway.
Pardon me?
Since
Don't
it's
you
larger,
remember,
something.
for one, getting in the box?
Yes.
What?
Put her in a box.
Never mind.
I think it's a great idea. Put her in a
How did
box
you
where I
put the
can come
box?
pick her up.
How did Slate fit in this?
Do you have protection from good and evil ready?
Yeah, do you not remember what happened when Slate got in there?
Yeah, completely isolated from everything.
No,
I'm just
do you not
saying.
remember what happened after when...
I don't think I do.
I don't think getting in the box gives you wraps around the eyes. I think that's something Slate did.
No, not that.
Oh, what do you
That-
mean?
Like, gestures, like, with the holes and the puncture marks. Like, as in, that was definitely not a safe tile for somebody to be in.
Oh, I thought it was completely safe from the smashy.
For the person in it, but not everyone around
On
it.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
it must be for an axe, but if it's a whole person, how did that work?
You can run. It's fine.
I see. This
Anyway,
is why it's taking so long for you to see me.
Your criticism.
You're not wrong.
Look, it's an easy target. Let's just say that you are really not impressing me with your wit right now. Your fang face. Do you have like protection from good and evil queued
That's
up?
not. You only have yourself to
Okay.
blame, if you're being honest.
It's true.
But,
That actually is true. Above table, that is very much
Jesus,
true.
I thought
You
you
are
had taken care of this
you are
problem for
absolutely
24
correct.
hours.
I am the one who made your character. I completely forgot about that.
And
That
you
time
know,
to
I'm
use it.
sure that there's gonna come a scene where it's gonna be absolutely pivotal what you chose. So I'm confident you're gonna this.
I put a lot of thank you.
I tell you
did put a
what.
lot of offensive spells in there. so-
What
I
I-
tell you what.
Yeah.
I am a gracious person, and very forgiving. I will be glad to help you in the right direction if you, he points to Leaf and says, chop off your finger, and points to Fenandra, you eat it.
Okay, that's dark, and I've got to, I have to, game recognizes game. That's dark. That's funny.
That's not happening, by the way.
And I
No.
say,
Tia says
"You mean
Tia
this
says
I
one?"
can't hear that.
He needs all the parts of his hand.
You know,
I'm just saying.
I was
I am-
just trying to help.
I am
I
curious
mean, if
why
you would
never...
like, as someone who's so outspoken, you can give 2 of your fingers, and Fenandra eats it, and I'll accept it just as well.
It's not happening. Just no one's eating any parts of anybody's hands. It's just not happening. Because it's just your ego. No hand eating.
You know,
We're gonna
I-
solve
Somebody had
this.
minor illusion.
Wow. Aren't you the party pooper?
You-
I'm sure in time, maybe desperation will come across. It always happens. You know, it's kind of fun to see how survival instinct starts to break down after a while. But I'm here to watch every moment. In fact, it amuses me the harder you fight, because when you finally do break down, it'll be all worth the while, and it's just wondering who it will be first. Sometimes her face slowly turns over to and says sometimes it's the ones who claim to be the most devout that crack the hardest.
It's
And does anyone
devout.
notice? Because
No, doesn't notice
I'm
because he,
Yeah. Uh,
whoosh.
All
I
right.
do wonder, besides getting on the front steps, what this fun little royal coin I have can do.
I'll tell you anything you want.
Uh,
It just costs you. Amusement for me,
Nah.
and I tell you what, I'll explain that coin.
Mm-hmm.
Eat this last finger, and he forcefully holds up Sarah's hand.
When I looked at
It
it, it's like,
won't
oh,
be
that's
like
the one. That's the one I put back on.
Is this what they call kings?
And they drive the
Fetishes,
tickets.
not quite kinks. This is more a fetish. It really borders on the edge of being socially acceptable.
There's
don't
a
worry.
difference.
I assume that it is beneath you at this time. But in time, I'm sure that will change. And I'll be excited to see who it changes with first, or what it takes for it to change. A cruel, large grin forms on Sarah's mouth before her body goes back limp. And she goes back into crying. She's like, we're gonna make it. You've been really quiet. We're gonna make it
You're
alive,
a
right?
really weird lady.
Quick question. When we
We're gonna
when
make
we
it work.
went when we walked in through a corridor, like a cave entrance, to get to this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
About how long was that?
Yeah. How much was the cave in?
It was about 80 feet in.
Okay. And did we sense that it was a cave in, or did a wall slide down to trap us here?
It felt like more of a wall coming down.
Okay.
You just don't know how thick the wall is.
Well, I say okay. Granted,
I wrote down
sometimes
a slab of rock.
sometimes I am a little I don't recognize some of the things that I have. I could open this wall up. My staff has the spell Pass Wall, and it can so it could open us up if we want to go back the way we came. It can open a 20-foot passage, 5 foot wide and 8 feet tall. I'm sure that's plenty. And if it isn't, then it isn't. You know, that's we just try
Do we
something
want
else.
to
Sure.
go
But if you want to
back,
go
or-
out, do we want to go out, or do we want to try one of these other walls? I can't do it. I could do it like twice.
I mean,
You want to see
we could
if one of these walls has a door in it or something like that?
we could try to see if we could find a fake wall.
I mean,
Well, we
I
were
need
in
I need something to go on though.
we were in a tunnel, and the tunnel entrance is behind
That's right.
us. I don't know if on the left and right wall it's just more thick tunnel walls, but it seems like, you know,
I mean, yes.
maybe,
I mean,
maybe
it
it's a
does.
dead end. Maybe there's a path forward behind the chest.
And when we fix this wall opens up, and we're supposed to go into one of the other entrances because there were other cave entrances.
There were, and well, after scrambling around with the torches, this seemed like a way forward. But who knows? Maybe we
No,
entered the
right.
wrong
Now,
way.
this was supposed to get us into the castle proper, correct?
Yes.
It was a guess. Van doesn't remember which one is the correct entrance.
Well, that's
I'm-
because Fenandra's never been in this way. It's very dangerous. Sarah says in defense.
Sarah, have you been in this? Have you been through the caves?
No, it's very dangerous. Anyone who takes a wrong tunnel can be very much. It could be the end of their life.
Like I said, I
mean,
don't.
like
I
us?
think we are having so much trouble figuring
No,
out
you
this
all
damn
said
puzzle.
we are not in a death room, so we went the right way.
And I told you we were lying.
Why would you
No.
lie?
Okay. First of all, stop. You're not helping.
I just
One of these
imagine-
times, I
I
think
just
I
imagine-
replaced.
Fernando tried to lie to
Hi,
you, and
Gabby.
then
I
all
am
of us
sorry.
were.
Okay.
No, you're fine,
Yeah,
Gabby.
you're doing good. Yeah,
no, you're doing great. This is just
Oh, Gabby,
Fernandra
that was
getting a little
precious.
frustrated.
No, Gabby, that
not
was-
Slick.
I've never seen Slick or Fernandra react that way.
Yeah,
That was,
it was good.
that was restaurant quality. Oh my god.
I lost my train of thought. I was gonna do something, and I don't remember what it was now.
Sorry.
I imagined.
You're good. But no, we did, however, I'm fairly certain this is the right way because we just found the king, I don't know, some kind of axe that I guess his great grandfather lost or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh! You found the. You found the Slayer's axe.
Mm-hmm.
The Mad King's axe, the one that went around killing all of the unpure bloods.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nice tucked away.
You should.
Sir,
you
that's
should
a
ask
full
it.
size
You
axe.
should
I don't
ask
think
it,
there's anywhere to
Quinn. We're-
tuck it away.
Okay. And I pull out
No,
the monocle
sure.
again, and I look down at the axe and say, what did you call it again? I'm sorry.
The
I was taken.
the Mad King's axe.
The Slayer's axe.
Slayer's axe, yeah.
Are you the Slayer's axe? Blink once for yes, twice for no.
It just stares deeply at you.
Like did it like it changed its eyelid and looks at me?
It's definitely observing you. It doesn't. It's not quite sure if you can see it.
Don't give me that. I can see your bulging eye.
You
No.
said he used it to kill what? Sorry.
Okay, so
It's-
in Yuan-Ti,
Mm-hmm.
pure bloods is like a slur for half snake, half human, but they're considered tainted by the purity of human.
There
And
used
tell
to
me,
be a
which-
culling that would happen. At least that's what the storybooks say. That every month that there would be one sacrifice, but the Mad King found that it was important to shed blood as more would grow, like as if the curse of just doing it once a month was not strong enough. So he would sacrifice one person a day with dirty blood. Some say that he actually he bathed in the blood.
And I look at Erm and say, now that's a kink.
I'm
That's what the
curious on
definition
something.
is.
I'm scared to start this curiosity, but my curiosity is piqued. What happens if let's see, if I was to maybe either get some of my blood on the axe, or like, 'cause I'm assuming I'm probably still bleeding some.
Well, I
An
could just
interesting
hold
idea.
it.
You are part
Yeah.
of the royal line. I wonder what happens if you hold.
I mean, I could just hold it, and you could just slide your
Yeah.
finger across.
Yeah, I'm just curious if it
We're not well
responds.
on describing it though. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not describing that. No.
Okay. I mean,
know that.
Yep.
So,
So-
wait. You're going to feed the axe? Sarah says with question.
Oh, does it need blood to eat?
yeah, what happens?
Is it gross?
We don't know
I don't
anything
know.
about this, Sarah. I feel like you're
Oh.
leaving out.
Yeah,
your
that's where
important
I was like, I
details.
don't know.
I
I'm
don't
trying to-
know. It was a story. I'm not exactly. I wasn't a
apparently not.
privy. I wasn't a privy
Yeah.
class to details on the
And,
story.
and
I just heard it through being around when the story was told.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
just
and
told that he was the Mad King. He was drove to insanity.
and I just cut my hand.
Into
I
pieces.
just take- I
This
take-
is
I
my
take-
last resort. No, I'm joking. So you cut it. So roll me Now roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 23.
23.
I'm wise. I'm quite wise. I'm a druid.
Nothing happens.
Does the blood still stay like on the blade itself? Well, perhaps I'm not quite the right stuff, but Ow.
However,
Oh.
you do take a d12 damage, though.
D12? Oh, for
That's
a
an
paper
axe
cut?
damage.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about this axe, but it sounds like it was used on Yuan Ti. I
Mhm.
mean,
Don't put your
Oh
fingers
my
anywhere near it.
god.
You
Oh
maxed
my
it.
god.
Did you max the roll? You are so good at
11.
almost maxing. Oh my god.
Jeezums, you were so dangerous with your damage rolls. Please don't do this Wednesday.
well,
You.
I mean, sorry to mention it, but you do have a bit of, you know, from the spikes, you know, there's some,
Yeah.
you know, on your clothing, perhaps. You don't even need to cut yourself.
Yeah, that's why I was...
This is already congealed. I mean, it's dried, so I was going to, I know
But
weapons.
You're also
And-
not Yuan.
I'm not Yuan Ti, so I mean that kind of suits. That was part of the test. I just happened to go a little deeper than I intended to. Ow! To burn another
Sorry,
spell
this is
slot.
really bothering. I hope.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm
not
sorry.
that bad.
Okay.
It's just,
I'm
it's
trying.
just
I'm
bad.
trying not to be. I'm not trying to be.
Yeah,
very
so I was
You're-
like,
you're-
I was like, we
fine.
can
Okay.
totally
All right,
skip over.
I just wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
Can I?
for your
And,
And
consideration.
well, and let me just say, Fernando, can I test on you, or is that? Do you think that's
Can I?
Can we? Yeah, let's get this over with.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes?
Let's-
Okay.
You
Okay.
can always slice
I
in the
test.
back or something. You don't have to slice.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
See,
yeah.
that immediately relaxes me.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
you don't.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a
Sorry.
hand thing.
I
Sorry,
did-
sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
literally
I
just hands.
Yeah.
I
Just
just
hands?
like here.
Okay.
I'll go across your shoulder, and
Yeah. Okay.
I just give a little nick.
Roll d12 damage.
Fernando, do you want to roll this?
You know what? With how you've been rolling, sure.
Yeah, it's probably
Now watch.
wise.
This is where I roll a 12, isn't it?
No way.
It hurts so bad, Fernandra.
You are not allowed to play this anymore.
Remember,
Yes.
Oops.
It hurts so incredibly bad.
You moved. I'm
And-
sorry.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw, Quinn.
Oops. Wrong button.
All right. Oh, that would be a 15. I'll stick with that. Let's see what that does.
You stand? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Slate.
Uh-oh.
Slate! Slate, wakey, wakey!
Oh, he's so sweepy. Isn't he
I
cute when
know.
he goes sleep though?
Wait,
He's so. He's like,
Slate!
it's like, oh, well, it's our guy was working really hard today.
I know, relatable. Slate,
Relatable.
roll
Oh,
me!
it's after 11. I mean, it is after 11.
Slate, roll me a. I need you to roll me a insight check
Sure, I could do that.
as Quinn.
I'm in trouble.
I can't
Go-
listen.
I
I'm
mean-
in danger.
Fucker,
Go-
I'm in
Go
danger.
birds. I want to
It's
use
me.
I'm
I'm the problem.
gonna use my last advantage just because shits and giggles.
The problem, it's me. Me.
Well, T would
Shit.
also like to insight as the socialite of the group.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
How could Irma
16.
This
roll
is her
well?
bread and butter.
Slate, you do get this at advantage for a
Yeah.
reason. So,
Oh, so I don't have to burn my advantage? Sweet.
yes, you don't have to bring your advantage. You get this.
Alright, 16.
16? Okay. What is yours, Tia?
Just a moment. 13. So not
Okay.
impressive.
You notice a posture change, and there's definitely a change in Quinn's demeanor, but you don't really understand why.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
Slate, you recognize this behavior because you also partake in this type of behavior. As
I do
Quinn,
what?
you've never experienced this before. You are now enraged, and you need to kill. There is only slashing now that needs to be done. Someone needs to die. And you hear the
Oh, no.
whispering coming from the back of your head. And it basically says, blood makes you stronger.
The grass grow. No,
Blood needs to be shed. Unworthy people should not live or lift their heads. You are enraged, and as blindly enraged, everyone is seen as enemies. And Fenandra, unfortunately, your back is to Quinn right now, and you do not see this posture change.
Can I react to this?
Absolutely. You will start the initiative, so you
do
get
you want to wait? Do you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
wait? Because it's, I don't know. How's everybody else feel? Because this might go a while.
I'm pretty tired, but
Combat will take a bit. Eh?
I figured
I'm
we do one
fine.
round, just figure out
Okay.
where it stands,
Sure.
and
One round.
That's all it's gonna take for that.
then don't say that. Oh God. So I just get the idea of initiative before we go in.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
So Slate's initiative is 16.
Okay, let me get this out of the way. There's that.
Nice.
Then
Brief.
roll one. Oops.
Quinn is
That is not a d20. There's that. Oh, well.
Quinn is 15.
Mm-hmm.
We've got another 16 from Leaf. We've got a 20 from and we've got an 8 from Tia.
Yeah. That you do.
And it's okay because poor Fernandra's 4. And you know
No,
what?
that's Sarah. That's Sarah.
Oh, that's worse.
I'm 11.
That's worse. That's
Yeah, I figured that would be worse. That's rather unfortunate.
that is
This
very
the time
unfortunate.
when- this is Quinn's time. This is when Quinn takes control. It's now my party.
All right,
Oh,
on an
no.
unrelated note, let me just make up a backup character.
Brutus was 7.
Perfect.
Quinn's been eyeing Tia's clutch for quite some time now. It's mine now. It's mine.
What? Oh.
Quinn gets to be the third reason Tia died.
All right. So technically, you're gonna be starting the initiative, Slate. So what are you gonna do? And then we're going into.
I kill him.
round.
Seeing this behavior,
Break the axe.
Come at me, big guy.
yeah, I want to take a step towards them. I'm gonna attempt a
Ooh.
grapple check.
Okay.
Oh,
Since
big warm
attacking is-
bear hug.
Grapple would be my attack action, yeah,
Correct.
technically. Unarmed attack, where are you? Alright. Does this hit your AC? It should be normal, sorry. Yeah, 27, since that's the first one anyway.
Oh.
Will 27 hit your AC?
No,
No. Alright, well,
no, it doesn't. I've got amazing AC. Didn't you know
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
And the druid.
so
Yeah.
in the world where it does
Yeah.
happen, you are grappled by Slate.
You see,
Fine.
you see, Slate immediately grapple Quinn. So
Now, do I make and contest?
yes, you can do a acrobatics, or you can
I am
counter the
ra-
grab. Yep.
I am raging. Do I get advantage?
You do.
Athletics.
All right. Well, neither one is very good. Athletics or acrobatics are acrobatics are actually better. So I'll roll this with advantage. Hmm. 10.
Interesting.
That's all right. I'll stay. It's cozy here.
Yeah.
It's like it's a nice warm bear hug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
It's
good
like-
friend.
It's like sleeping under a rock.
And
Right? Yes.
you see, I would not say you're that calm as someone who's enraged. You are pretty. You are fighting it. Yeah, you are going a little crazy. So,
Let's
you
see.
don't
Well, I-
you don't see what's going on, but you hear some crazy angry sounds, and Fernandra, this probably would give you enough time to at least turn around, to where you're like, oh shit.
Well,
That is where
would
we'll-
would I still have like all my druidic wits about me?
You do have
Another-
your druidic abilities.
Okay, because I do have a reaction spell I could cast. I could cast Spiny Shield,
You
which
can do it.
would not change the outcome, but it would cause damage too.
Correct.
As I think I would do that.
Yes,
So,
you can do that. Yes.
all right. So I cast Spiny Shield, and so that is so you take 8 points of damage, Mister Hulking Mass.
You're basically holding now a porcupine.
Yeah, I'm like a porcupine.
That's fine. Is it 8 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow.
And we can hold off here before we do so.
Okay.
I would like to know, because thanks so much for Slick Click. We definitely want to know those spins that you want to give out so we can start them at the top of the round next episode. 20.
That's how
'cause
many? That's
something
8?
tells me you guys are gonna want them at the start
How many
of the
w-
next episode.
Was that 8
Yes,
for
correct.
20? So 1 for all of the players, and then I'll just take what's left over.
That's
I'm
absolutely
sure
fair.
in the beginning of next session we'll get more spins. I'm sure we'll.
Yeah, more spins.
Very well possible. Very well
It'd be
possible.
payday.
Yay! We love a payday here. So just writing them down.
I'm more of a Cadbury man myself, but you know.
Oh, I love me a payday.
I like the chocolate paydays.
Wait,
What?
Never was
What?
into those. No.
isn't
There's
that
some-
just
there's
a baby
chocolate-
Ruth?
No, there's there's
Is it-
paydays.
Isn't
No,
it-
there's
Wow.
paydays, but they're
you-
they're a lot more chocolate.
Hey,
It's like-
Dave, will you
Um,
cure us to you? Isn't
What?
that just a baby Ruth? Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
am
how
I
dare you.
wrong?
How dare you? Yes.
I don't
You are
think so.
very wrong. How
I don't
dare
think
you?
I'm wrong. I think I'm right.
Yeah.
I think I'm right. But I'm not gonna. I won't argue the point, but I do think I'm right.
Wow. Spoken like a Texan.
Yep. Argued like an Ohioan.
Yeah, they're covered in chocolate instead of.
Fair.
Anyways.
So anyway, who's who?
So let's go around the
Oh,
table.
I-
So everyone gets one, and then Fernandra gets the rest. So I have it marked down. Let's go around the table. Let everyone introduce themselves, where we can find them what their favorite part of the session was. We go the opposite way around. So that means Gabby. We start off with you. It is crazy how tiny that little cat is. And that loud slamming door is that tiny cat, Naomi.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Oh,
Can't hear it. I didn't hear it.
and her little paws coming out, she's shaking the door. Sorry. Go ahead.
I am Gabby. You can find me nowhere. And that's not gonna change. And my favorite part of the night, I have two favorite moments. One, because I was waiting for one of those random moments of, was so To that effect, where I got to correct it and say no, that's been in my head ever since I named them all the random possible ways that could have a retort. So I'm glad that I got one of those little moments there with sleep. Um, but the actual moment was where I personally felt like I fucked up. Right? Because at the time, right, I was just thinking we were lying to her about it's not dangerous, we know what we're doing, we have it all under control. I forgot about all the other backstory. So when she started off from there, and not
I mean,
about the fact that we're in a death
yeah.
room, I was like, oh shit.
I was like, I mean, to be fair, Erm wouldn't have known about the rest of the backstory part, so
I think you guys kind of
Well,
touched
we'd already had
on
that
the
conversation.
summer, but
Like it was
yeah,
Yeah.
extensive.
you know, but I mean, that's what felt in the moment, right? But
hmm
I felt bad. But I liked that scene between Philandra and Sarah. That was really nice. Up until that guy ruined it. But I thought that I thought it was really nice. I don't know how much of it is true, but I'm not discrediting you, bro. Okay. But I thought it was really nice, despite everything.
hmm Yeah.
And that's me.
I'm gonna forget that grid's there, but it's there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very important to have that grid, maybe. Maybe.
Grid.
Fair enough. Alright, well then, moving on. That puts us to Slick Click. Fernandra, tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was.
I'm Slick Click. Find me here Mondays. Or kind of lurking around in various Twitches. My favorite part was the whole interaction with Sarah, even the part where where Erm kind of interrupted, but it was all fun to me.
The bus, the throwing. Fernandra
Yeah, the
under
throwing
bus.
of under the throwing through the bus.
Through.
Not even under it, just
Through the
straight
bus.
off to the other side.
Just chucked it.
I'm sure that whatever doesn't kill a relationship makes it stronger. I think that's what people say, anyways. I'm sure you'll be fine.
That's what toxic relationships are built on.
Oh, moving on. Moving on.
That got a little too real.
Too real.
Right?
Too real.
Right?
Moving on. Aniki.
Ayo.
Tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was.
Aniki Tony, you know where to find me. The social media with the handle Aniki Tony. Favorite part of tonight's session. Being in the box. The box is fun.
What's in the
no,
box?
the
Oh, look,
box.
it's a slate.
I won't
I'm
lie.
trapped.
I was a little
Still
scared you weren't
the
gonna get
box.
out. I was.
I was
Nah,
too. I was like,
I had faith. I had faith in the
did
mechanics.
we just take box with us and be like, hey,
Yeah.
I got a dragon champion. Trade you.
And that's how it started. My villain arc.
Don't unbox it,
My-
it'll lose its value.
Your villain arc?
What?
Also, I do love my stumble that is trying to wishes don't end well for Slate. That's what I'm learning. The Genasi makes bad wish. So we're fun.
I don't know if it's the Genasi. It's just one of those things you ask for. You ask for what you ask for, and I mean, I'm sure
Be
it
more
will build. It will.
specific.
Yeah, I'm sure it will build confidence as gets attuned to it. But until she's attuned to it, it's going to be absolutely terrifying.
Yay!
Yay! Terrifying. All right. You all in this chat. Every time you chat, I gotta close it out.
Oh,
Quit it.
So you're
moving
saying
on.
type more. Got it.
No, don't try
We're
more.
having very important discussions.
I know what you're having discussion. I see them before they go down because I have to close them. Sparrow, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was.
I'm Sparrow. You can find me here, and maybe this Friday, I believe.
No, it's our zero session.
Oh yeah. Anyway, in the future.
Yeah, secretly. You don't get to hear the zero session. You guys know it's coming. It's
Oh,
coming.
that's right. That's where I bully everyone into following my story because it's the best one. That should definitely be behind
gonna
the
be-
scene.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some conversations of if people are going to be, if there's going to be a good, are you a good pirate ship, are you a bad pirate ship, what are you, scavengers? All I know is they're going to be very naughty, flamboyant crew so far. That's all I've gotten a hint at. I'm here for it. As a pirate captain, I'm here for it. Flamboyant is what I live for.
Yes. So anyway, so I play Tia, obviously. And her favorite part was actually getting to sit back and just absorb. And no one bothered her cup of tea. She offered it around. No takers? Great. More for her. And there were some stressful moments. That is for sure. But mostly just a lot of shenanigans and
I left all the
this
like
thing. I don't know. I don't know about this champion of ice thing.
I loved all like the parental moments. Like we got a parental moment from Tia that was like, "That's not happening." Just like a
It
real
is not.
storm.
Yeah.
That's not happening. And we got another parental moment from Fernandra when Fernandra swung around and was like, "You're not helping." Like just a lot of parental moments this episode.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A little bit of my retail tone came out for a minute there.
You're not
Talking to the kids.
Put it
Look,
down.
someone was gonna start eating fingers. You know, they were already jabbing themselves on an axe. Like
it
next
down.
thing you know,
I
oh well,
absolutely
you
would
know,
not.
finger food. You know, you
There's
can't
a
trust
reason I'm
kids.
not part of that culture.
we're not doing the hillbilly thing, okay? It's just White Lightning tried it. It was awful. I'm so mad about it.
Oh, see,
No,
my
no
brain went to
huffing
something
gas
completely
in this
different.
universe.
My brain went to
No
an
huffing
anime.
gas.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Agreed.
I forbid it. Tia forbids it. That's the shit you get at those low rent establishments, if you know what I'm saying.
How you
She's-
end up getting banished again?
Yeah. Time out. You're going to time out.
Good
That's right.
time out.
Oh boy, which timeline do I end up in this time?
Good.
Yes. So those parental moments were quite fun. You're correct, Saito.
Yeah.
Tia likes correcting people, especially when she has felt session.
I definitely
What?
saw why Tia and Fernandra were like a good mischievous like grouping, especially when they both reacted so quickly in the parental no, that's not happening this episode.
I just
There was
I
no
just imagine some kid
Someone
like
needs
trying
to be in charge here.
Yeah. I just imagine some kid trying to like take up after Tia or Fernandra and both of them being like, no, pick somebody else.
no. Mm-mm. Hashtag pass.
Okay.
Double that pass that on to someone else. Fair enough. All right, well, Rishi, you're next. Tell us about yourself, where we can find you, what your favorite part was.
Oh, hello. I am Maharishi and all the Twitches and blue skies. No joke here. This was one of my favorite episodes in a very long time. Everything that happened here was just non-stop tales. It was everything that, we're completely, all of us trying to just do our own thing, none of us working together, and just slamming walls and thinking nobody working with anybody else, and just like, okay, this is what the consequences are. But above all, I am now shipping Slate and Erm. That's it.
You can. That's illegal.
It's
Not
true.
for Quinn.
Erm's a child.
Not for Quinn. Quinn's mind is his own. It's
Erm will
beyond
kill
your
Slate.
ISA. It's beyond your ISA rules of
Oh, no.
society. You know.
Erm's gonna kill
man.
Slate.
There's
That's
gonna
what's
be a
happen.
weird conversation. I just can't wait to that conversation of like, oh yes, humans they live a very short life, so like they have a weird education system that definitely
Yeah.
needs to be
Yeah.
evolved.
Right.
Blake is
right.
barely old enough to consider marriage. Barely.
Much less for me.
You're a child.
And
Yeah,
Elvin
I-
before.
Baby.
I just really had fun this whole episode. You guys are great. You guys were
Thank you.
all just spot on tonight. Just really were.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
it was so cute to see Aniki sleeping. You're so adorable.
I'm a
when you fall
somber
asleep.
man. I'm a
Yes.
somber,
True. It's true.
You're just a little guy.
just a little sleepy guy, unfortunately.
We're just innocent men.
I'm like, wake up!
Just innocent
We need
man.
you.
Just innocent men.
I'm sorry. The
It's
chair
okay.
was too comfortable.
You woke up.
That's
just
why
in
I
time.
get
It's
up and
perfect.
stand around, and then I don't have to worry about it.
I just
Yeah.
found it.
Oh
in
yeah,
drinks.
that's also one thing. We really we made Slick get up and walk around his room again, which means there's a lot of thinking going on.
A lot of unpacking too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
lot to. Oh, the lore drop! Holy shit balls! That's
Amazing.
that's gonna be a few episodes of. Well, I wonder what happens next. Well, how about that? You didn't mention that. Yes. And by the way, Quinn can't get us out of here at any time, so
Yeah.
knock him unconscious. Make sure you
Well, I
take
mean,
away the axe.
No, kill.
Yeah.
Suplex.
Kill, sure. Why not?
We could just kill you and bring you back.
We could just throw you into the spikes, you know?
Could literally
if I
just
kill
ditch
you.
you and wait, like, for you to calm down and bring you back.
Put you in
If I-
timeout.
Like,
That's
this
what
is
I heard.
always the solution.
in
Every
timeout.
problem can be solved with a timeout.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Imagine-
Classic
I'm
fear.
I'm here for it.
No one
You
has
don't
said
even
at
have
the
to ask,
start we should
sweetheart.
put
I'll
Quinn
just
in the
do it,
box.
okay?
You don't even have to ask.
You imagine him
Cool.
trying to, like,
You know,
go
I was
after
thinking if
Fernandra,
we-
and
if we
Fernandra
put
just
him
goes
in
on
the
the traps.
He's
But
just
they're
gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna get a long rest. He's just
Oh,
gonna sit
He's
there.
wake up
Oh.
stronger. He's gonna wake up stronger than yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Please
Do you
put me in a
feel-
box.
I have
Please
semi-feral
put me in a
cats in this
box.
house. They need time
I
out
was like, oh,
sometimes because
I'm
they
like,
start
no,
fighting
you,
and they can't
you'd
stop.
like being in the box, wouldn't you? You
I
fucker.
would love being in
You
the
would
box.
just get a long rest in there and get all your spells back.
Yeah. Quinn
Be
would
over.
just
No one would bother you. It's,
It's the perfect
fucking
sleeping
heaven.
box.
Can knock
absolutely
the box
fucking
open when you
heaven.
need to get it open.
All right.
Finally
Can't.
talk to those voices in my head
Not
alone.
in the silence.
No. All right, Bandgap, tell us about yourself, where we can find you, what your favorite part of the session was.
Ben Guy 143 here on Mondays is Leif the Elf Ranger, and gosh, I think that there are two bits. I did love when Erm snapped and was like, "They've been lying to you." That was so great. That was awesome. Perfect in character, and also like triggered a whole bunch of good other stuff from the rest of the players. So that was funny. And the wish, this is actually like, a hat tip to you, Saito, like the Melissa blindfold thing was just excellent, right? Like that's just like not quite what he asked for, but
That's going to be a fun return to the temple.
exactly fit its letter of the law.
So
but
they would
not
have gone
exactly
the
what he
other way
intended.
around.
Boy, that was a huge throwback too. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a deep cut, and yeah, I thought that was great. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm like, wow, okay, now I got two blind people, like, what? Not sure where all this is gonna go, but it's
Right.
gonna be interesting. I didn't plan on that one.
Nope.
I
Who plans?
mean,
I thought you were going to give me like the lowest possible crappiness symbol, just to prove I'm not that good of a cleric.
Nope, worse. You got a very high
You
level.
got the greatest thing around.
Yeah, you gotta
The
really.
cursed magical item.
I mean,
Could have had an axe.
True.
Melissa wouldn't see it as cursed. How dare you?
How dare you?
I mean,
It's like a blessing for her. Like we can't afford for her to see. Can we?
Melissa's situation is she's a Gorgon and she's not allowed to look at people, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Oh, imagine the amount of people that are gonna end up getting turned to stone now.
Yep. Hey,
Today.
Yep.
Oh.
Come back. Why are there
Shit.
so many realistic sculptures?
Oh, that's a side quest and a half.
I'm sure we'll find out how that all ended up.
Is that something? Is that something that the other group can take
I was
care
gonna say,
Maybe.
I wonder if
Yeah.
the other group's running into Melissa right now. It's like, huh?
of? Right.
As you
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Melissa's eye bandages
I
are
have
just gone.
I have a coin. I can
I think they're still having fun
make
in the
that
casino.
happen.
You can go drop him in the castle inside her bedroom. Just
Yeah.
say, "You're okay. You're on your own."
Yeah. Here you go. Have fun. Oh, campaign over.
I mean, petrification is quite dangerous indeed.
It is reversible though.
It is. It's not death.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone else has got to do it though. Everybody's
Yep.
solid.
Someone better make the save. That's all I'm saying. One person better make the save. I guess we'll find out how that all comes down.
Everybody but PETA goes.
Yeah.
Leave PETA behind with a note.
Good luck. That's
Where
what
did
it
you get this
says.
statue of a bunny?
Oh no! So reverse is what you said.
Oh, it just put it in a boiling pot over a fire, just for fun.
I love this.
I'm sure we will find in time that what happened, but you will have to wait to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you'll have to wait to find out why that is such an important artifact. Sure, it'll reveal itself to you in time.
I'm keeping this axe.
You, no one's
You can keep the
stopping you.
blindfold too, if you'd like.
You can keep the blindfold too.
Could be a TPK. You never know.
Oh
A
god.
TP Quinn. Could be a TP Quinn.
Oh no. Hello, my name is Lady Saito, and you can catch us here where we play tabletop games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and here pretty soon we're going to be every other Friday with Rogue Nebula. It is a scum and villainy game I'm super excited about. Space, and if you are a fan of space adventures, this is going to be right up your alley. We have wonderful players who have signed up for it and confirmed in, and I can't wait to see what they have in store and what they have planned for their relationship, because this will come already built. So they do have a session to build some foundation before they go in. I'm really excited. Keep an eye out. There's some cool things are coming to the channel here pretty soon, and if you don't want to miss out on the super cool stuff, when it's gonna drop, I don't know. It's in the works, one step at a time. Thank you so much, everyone. The music you see here today, the visuals, all of that comes to your support. And I wish you all a wonderful night. Stay sails. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.